up, Lincoln.
Come on, it's 6 o'clock. Rise and shine, rise and shine.
It's time for Early Break. Brought to you by Sand Hills Global. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's Jake Sorensen.
Did seem kind of meh.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
Surprisingly good.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
I want to buy a couple ducks. I'm bringing 2 ducks to the office.
This is Early Break.
Good morning. Happy Wednesday to you, Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. It was nice to not have rain all throughout the day yesterday. Maybe Bill disagrees with that. Sip, I think you and I
couldn't disagree more.
maybe on the same page.
What are you saying?
I'm just saying it was nice to not have constant rain falling down and sadness
It was
all the
tough
way
walking
through.
out this morning and seeing
It was
this-
light.
a clear sky.
It's so light outside.
It's like Long
It's like
Beach right now here.
It feels like it. Looks like it.
It's not good.
It's light out. No, I was driving here thinking this is not good for Bill. This is we're in a rough period for Bill.
He had a couple nice days though. Don't
Had
forget
several
that. Don't
was
forget
good.
about
I did.
the
I
nice
did.
days
And
he
I'm
had.
thankful for him. I'm thankful for it's like being in London for several days.
What's this?
And Sugar loves it too. I mean, this weather for her. Like I said, once it goes over 55, it's not good for Sugar.
Yeah, we're heading back into the 80s this weekend. Just a fair warning for
Yeah,
you.
not good.
Sun and
Are you prepared for that, Bill? Can you get ready for that?
Well, let's
You
deal
have
with it.
to.
I turned on the heat yesterday. I mean, it was
That'll be short lived, I think.
it turned off this morning,
Okay.
but it was 59 in the house. I was like, "Oh, this is getting uncomfortable." 59 is weird.
That's still a little chilly in the house.
Put on a sweatshirt.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's a solution to that. Still, that is chilly for the house. 59.
Yeah. Put on a. I always think.
Are
about
all
saying
your
that.
windows open or something like that?
No, I
Every
don't know
single
what
window.
the deal was. No, I just got down. Anyway, I'm sorry, Bill. It is you just
It's okay.
gotta deal
You're gonna deal with summer. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, you are. You're gonna deal with sunshine.
When's the longest day of the year?
June 21st. So we are.
I'm ready to get to that.
just under a month away from the longest day, and then after that, every day is better for you, Bill.
Yeah.
That's what you need to
less
look
daylight is
Yes.
coming soon.
That's what you need to look for. June 21.
Yes.
Then it swings.
Then it swings. Yes. That's a
Swings
good
back
time.
in your favor. What else is on Idle Chit?
Idle chit chat.
Hold on.
Last night, we're closer to a one team going to the NBA Finals.
Oh, what
Indiana
happened?
Pacers beat the Knicks. They're up 3-1 in that
I
series.
watched that kind of one of those, best way to put it, kind of out of the corner of your eye.
Okay.
Just kind of, it was on. And then I kept thinking, if it gets interesting, I'm going to watch this. And it never did. It was always about that 8 to 12 point game. And it was it was like they must have went up by 12 in the first quarter, and then they status quo from there on.
Indiana won.
130 to 121. But they were up 8 at the end of the first quarter. They were up 5 at halftime, but pulled away in the second half from the Knicks. 130, 121. That series now 3-1, as is the Western Conference Finals, 3-1 in favor of OKC over the Wolves right now.
I always profess my love for the NBA, but on Sunday night, I just straight up chose Your Honor over Minnesota and whoever they're playing. Oklahoma
OKC.
City, yeah. Just straight up at 7:30 said, now I started to watch it. I got about 3 possessions in. I said, no, I'm watching Your Honor, which is a series on HBO. It's the season 2. It's Bryan Cranston. It's really good. And then last night went to bed at 9. Didn't even consider watching.
Hey, you were the biggest defender of the playoffs
you were
in this
the-
room,
you're
and you're not
NBA.
watching. You're not
Just
watching.
Something's. And I don't
What
think
happened?
Well, I don't think anything happened. I just think it's 2 occurrences where I just can't. Last night I was really tired. I didn't sleep the night before very much, so I was dead. I was like, there could have been I don't know. There's a lot. There's a lot that could have happened. I would have said, sorry, I can't. I'm not participating.
Were you out late the night before?
I was not out
Were
late.
you
I
down
just
at the
didn't.
Tam O'Shanter?
Shenanigans.
No, there's no shenanigans at all. I just didn't sleep very well.
Gotcha.
So no, there's no shenanigans.
What's your thread count on your sheets?
You know
I
they'll
don't
be
think
very
that-
impressed.
I think
Yes.
it was simply. I don't want to get into it. I think I just didn't sleep very well the night before. So last night it was like 8:30. I was like, okay, it's time.
Plus, it felt like it's overcast. It was beautiful. It's
It's
hunkered
Bill's
down.
weather.
Oh yes, there's nothing better.
Glorious
I
out there.
woke up today and I was sort of like Bill. I was like, what's going on? What happened to the gray? The gray's gone. I don't know if it's gone forever. I mean, I don't know if it's gone for the rest of the week, but it's gone right now.
Summer's kind of here now. We're kind of into that.
You have to embrace it and accept it, Bill.
Yes.
You can't push
okay
back.
with this?
No, I'm not. But you know where I'm at. I want to live in North Dakota, Bismarck.
They say
Seattle would
they
be
always
mighty
say
good.
go to June or July. That's it for
Yes.
Bismarck. It starts getting cold in August, apparently.
I'd be just
3 months,
I'd be
2
just
months.
the opposite person. I would leave Nebraska during the summertime. Most people leave during the winter time. I want to.
Were you always like this?
I don't know.
Childhood?
Yes. I remember that. Yes, the sun.
Childhood?
Yeah, I'd get a headache sometimes from the sun,
Okay.
especially with his beaming off the snow
And Pender.
and Pender.
And Pender. What else idle chit chat? What did you guys do yesterday?
Worked yesterday. Nothing crazy to
Yeah?
report. I don't have any weird stories like I had last week at all.
Nothing weird
No.
except your
I don't think I had any sort of weird people encounter yesterday.
just a normal work day on a right after Memorial Day.
Yes, it was
Yeah, me
back
too.
to work, back
Yeah.
to get stuff done.
Yeah, I was.
I'm not gonna say we're grinding. I'm not saying there's no grind.
Grinding.
No grinding.
A
lot of stuff going on.
It's not like that.
Preparing for tomorrow's Give to Lincoln Day at Matt Talbot, which of course
Are we still doing that?
We'll be there 6 a.m.
We're going. I'm
to
going.
6 p.m.
Wait a second. Help me with this.
Yes, tomorrow, which you've known this for
Do
a
we
month
have that
at least. We will
address?
be at Matt Talbot Kitchen and Outreach tomorrow for the show, 6A to
Awesome.
9A for our show.
6
We're there
a.m.
all day from 6 to 6, but it's at just north of 27th and Holdridge Street
Holdridge.
in Lincoln.
Okay.
So Give to Lincoln Day. We're getting ready for that.
Okay, we're on.
Ready for that
We're on
tomorrow.
site.
On site.
On site tomorrow morning.
Okay, good to know. Thank you.
Then back to normal Friday here in the
Okay.
studio.
Okay. And then Ruhlman's thing is still sold
That's-
out.
It's
No one backed
he
out
says
to
there's
our
no
knowledge.
refunds. It's if you're in, you're in. June 25th.
Sold out in 2 days, Sip. You did it.
Yeah,
Good
I'm giving
job.
Sip all the credit for that one.
But
for
let's
sure.
not do
Yeah.
this. Ruhlman's
Phil.
on June 25th. There'll be a Dr. Love will be available for
right.
people. Dr. William Love. Um,
I'm looking at July 30th for day 2. I'll confirm that with Phil, but I think July 30th is the
That's
best.
right after media days, right? Be mayhem.
So July 22nd through the 24th is media days. That'd be the week after media days.
Okay.
So we get some time to breathe a little bit there before as fall camp gets going.
We don't know yet, Jake. Are you attending media days?
I do not think I am attending media days.
So it'll be you and me doing the show while Steve is in Vegas.
But he's coming back that night though. You're only there for Nebraska's only there day 1.
You're not sticking around for the whole time, Steve?
no,
Really?
No, they're not
What?
there the whole time.
they're there on Monday,
Tuesday. So it's Tuesday through Thursday. Nebraska will be there day 1.
Tuesday,
And then I think you're
No.
returning that either that night or Wednesday morning.
Wednesday morning. There's no. I can't envision a circumstance where we would rush out of there Tuesday night.
So
Wednesday morning.
probably be without you for 2 days then.
2 days.
Tuesday,
perhaps.
Tuesday,
Yeah.
Wednesday. But you're back Thursday.
I'm sure the stool will be.
I'd
fine.
rather be here for that than 4 a.m. Vegas time.
I
doing
would
the show.
rather have you there other times. There to cover Nebraska, I think that makes no sense.
Well,
Everyone,
we
it's-
want
that-
we want to cover UCLA.
I want to hear stuff from other schools. They cover Nebraska every day. There's nothing. So you're gonna go.
There's some truth to that.
You're gonna go to Vegas to sit down with Matt Rule.
We've had this conversation though, Bill. Here's what happens, and this happened at the Journal Star. I'm not even talking about. I'm talking about.
How was that?
What was that?
What was that?
I think that's more of an on 3.
Hut.
It's still bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to do it?
That was a weak.
Hut. Is that better?
Nope. It's hut.
There's the pause between the
Yeah.
two.
At the Journal Star, I've told you this story. I've given his spiel. Bill, you're somewhat of a journalist now.
Not at all.
Kind of.
Read headlines.
You write headlines.
I do write headlines.
We would go there. There was a period, and I don't even know, I'm going to say late 90s, where I would be all hep on, okay, I'm going to write about Turner Gill, or I'm going to write about Bob Stoops today. And it would get no traffic. I could write the most mindless Nebraska piece, something I've written probably before 2 or 3 times, 20,000 hits. I mean, so no, you just don't. It doesn't pay. It doesn't pay for me to go write about Deshaun Foster. Is that the UCLA coach?
Even if you want to.
It doesn't get any traffic. It never has.
But you got to get some information, I guess.
Intel.
Intel. I'd like to hear. I'd love to
But
hear.
we do these season previews before. Like I'm doing one today. I'm talking to a UCLA writer today about UCLA. So a lot of that's done before. I get what you're saying because I used to be that way. Like, why am I going here to listen to Nebraska? I want to learn about these other teams, but it just didn't pay. One time I did. I literally went knee deep into a column about Turner Gill, who was the coach at Kansas. Just did no traffic. Nobody cared. Did no traffic. Just beat my head against the wall for a day in a ballroom at a hotel. And next day, it was make the sound the car makes when it dies.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that one.
That's what
That
it
one.
is.
Yeah, I would.
There's been a lot of
a
lot of vs over the years.
So he's
I
tried.
I still think it's just fascinating that you go all the way to Vegas to sit down with the Nebraska staff.
I'm like Greg
When-
Sankey. I serve my constituents. I don't care about anything else.
You could just do the interview here. What's the reason to be in Vegas? I guess that's my concern.
Well, this is a good idle. Is this good idle?
This is idle chit-chat, sure, yeah.
Bill's he's grilling me.
He's pushing you here.
He's like a reporter grilling a coach. Well, one thing is we don't get a lot of cracks at the head coach, and we don't get a lot of cracks at players. And there'll be 3 players there that there will be fresh material from them.
Okay.
Not so much from the head coach, although the head coach will have gone a pretty sustained period without talking to the media at that point. So, yeah, I mean, and I'm with you. There might be something from another head coach that is germane to the discussion here, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. There's not that much. Back in the day when Nebraska was really good, I used to make fun of all the guys because the questions would be, "What makes Nebraska so great?" You know, it's like, okay, I'm sure they'd love to hear when a Nebraska reporter comes upon them. Why is Nebraska so good? What goes into making Nebraska so good? I'm sure they wanted to hear that 5 more times, but you don't really ask that anymore, you know. So
I probably should have pushed back on that a little bit because the media days basically had just 100% zero interest to me.
I know they don't.
They just have zero interest to me.
They're not.
It's just so generic. Everything is just there's nothing I mean, last year.
What are you going to get?
Yeah, there's nothing to really. So I don't listen to
It's more of a kickoff event to the season.
Yeah.
Something. I mean, I'm not.
Yeah, but if you think that I'm listening to all the, I'm gonna catch this Northwestern.
No, nobody goes there in the media and thinks, "Oh, this is going to be great." Nobody that I know. You just go. Like we don't go thinking, "Oh, we're going to get a lot of juicy nugget." No, nobody does that. It's just go do your thing, play the game, and
it is
the season's almost upon us. That's what it is. That's what it's always been. You don't go thinking, "Oh, I want to get a big scoop." I made that mistake when I was younger. Not
You're just playing the game.
Now I'm just playing the game. You got to play the game. Play the damn game.
Why'd they pick Vegas? What was the reason for that?
They're trying to make the West Coast teams feel more valued, more important. Last year, they made them fly to Indianapolis, which has been there for years. But, hey, we got to cater to UCLA and USC and Washington and Oregon and mess up everyone else's time zones here.
Yeah.
People doing morning radio. I don't care about them at all.
I think I'd
Screw
cater
them.
more to the Ohio State, Michigan, Penn States probably.
Go out to New York, something like that.
I don't know, where would you have it if you didn't have it in Indianapolis?
Should just be in Indy. That's just where you should
It
just
used
stay.
it used to be in Chicago. It was fun in Chicago. Then it went to
Chicago would be
Indy.
fine.
It doesn't make sense in Vegas.
Vegas
You're
makes
you're catering to 4 schools.
Yeah,
the
Vegas
newest
makes
schools.
no sense.
No.
Does Vegas scream Big Ten to you?
No.
No,
Yeah.
it doesn't scream Big Ten at all.
I haven't thought about
Indianapolis, Big Ten. Chicago, Big Ten.
I've not put any thought into it, what it means to go to Vegas. Chicago was good, but I don't know. You want to be downtown Chicago right now?
I'm saying it's better than Vegas in terms of Big Ten environment and cohesiveness of the conference.
Well, for sure. For sure. I can't push back on that. Yeah. Chicago, it was all right in Chicago.
I preferred Indy to Chicago.
Do you?
Of the settings of media days, yes, it was much better in Indy. You're in the stadium. In Chicago, you're in some random hotel. They put Radio Row in a literal dungeon. Like
there's a basement.
It was hard to get
it was hard to get
any sort of service down there, any reception.
It was in a basement. It was not good.
Radio Row is the most depressing place on earth and in Chicago.
It's a classic example of just leave something. It was in the stadium. It's in Indianapolis.
Don't change that.
It's fine. I'd have a hard time too if I'm the AD like at UCLA saying this is crap. If we don't get ourselves to Vegas for the media days,
Sure.
no, they'd be. I think most of them be kind of going, that's not a big deal. Let's get on a plane. Let's go to Indy. So whatever.
We'll see how it goes. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Indy's. Well, you know my thoughts on Indy. I love that stadium. So I like.
It's an awesome setting for media days. But any thoughts on media days? Regardless, that's a cool spot to have media days. We were doing the show at the 50-yard line of Lucas Oil Stadium in the morning, and then people would walk by and do interviews. It was a really good setup there. Collectively, they had all the different tables for side sessions on one side of the field, and the other side was the main podium. It was well done.
Are we in that big stadium in Vegas?
No, it's in Mandalay Bay Casino.
Oh,
like a massive conference room.
Okay,
massive conference.
So we're gonna be.
room.
I hope you can hear slot machines in the background. That would make me very happy.
Okay. Ding ding
Ding
ding
ding ding ding ding ding.
Yeah. Why did I think it would be in a stadium?
It is not at Allegiant Stadium. It's in Mandalay Bay.
Okay, good to know. Thank you. Yeah, I didn't know that. Mandalay Bay. I'm not. It is what it is. I mean, I don't think too much about it. I'll start thinking.
Just under 2 months away for you for media days.
Just
in
under
Vegas.
2 months.
That's right.
Good. That was a good discussion, guys. That's interesting that you have those thoughts on it. I'll find out more about UCLA today. I don't know. I told you Michigan State. I did that when I was looking at stuff on Michigan State again last night. God, that not good. I don't know. Jonathan Smith has not moved the needle up there.
He's been there a year. Let's push back. He's been there a year. He's not moved the needle.
Expecting miracles.
Yeah,
Well,
just
just
hang on.
6,000 people at the end of the year.
Yes, so that I agree. The needle's not. If you technically yes, but what are we doing? 1 year. He's not moving the needle.
I think
What are we doing?
Google Me has spoiled their expectations for new coaches in the Big Ten. Cignetti going to the playoff year one. Why can't Jonathan Smith? It's not fair to Jonathan Smith.
We'll see. We'll see how they do. I mean, they don't seem to have a lot of material. And there's not a lot of interest in him up there. It's I guess it's a basketball school, right?
They've had good teams. They've been in the playoffs.
D'Antonio had him in the playoff.
They've been in the playoffs, so they've had a good run.
D'Antonio had a good run.
He did.
Yeah.
D'Antonio had a good run. Was then Tucker right after that?
Yes.
Yeah. Then things got a little whack.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough. It's always hard when you're in the state that the other team garners more attention. It's always hard. It's still Michigan State. Michigan is what owns that state, not Michigan State.
Not really in East. Yeah. No.
But Michigan State you'd be surprised. They have quite a backing. But yeah, when you have the 6,000 people at a game, that's interesting.
He said it got down to 6,000 against Rutgers at the end of the game. It started at 20,000, which he said was the lowest crowd there since World War II.
Okay. All right.
Then it got down to 6,000. They lost to Rutgers 41-14. That's how they ended their season. They don't have much back. I'm just saying. I mean, they lost to Rutgers. Somehow they lost to Rutgers 41-14. Somehow
At home.
Lose to Rutgers 41-14. There are 20,000 people there to start the game, 6,000 to end.
And you're Jonathan Smith, and you just wanted one thing. I just wanted to stay at Oregon State. Went there, I think he played there, if I'm 100% pretty correct on that. He was very happy to be at Oregon State.
They won
very
10
happy.
games with him there.
Yeah, won 10. He was very happy. Then all of a sudden, it's like, well, you don't have a conference, so you have to take the Michigan State job. And he had to take it.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I've got to do this. Otherwise, I have nothing. And so he did. And there you go.
He's got a quarterback that's not bad, right? Aiden Childs.
Aiden Childs is solid.
Solid. He was streaky.
Yeah.
He was streaky.
Up and down.
Yeah. According to John Comparoni, they'd have no all Big Ten players.
And when you go back and you start looking at that, I started thinking about that when I was driving the other day about the schedule. I thought about Nebraska. I think Nebraska's hit a lot of home runs. Michigan State is just.
I don't know what their schedule
is down. You don't know Nebraska's schedule, what it's like?
No, I don't know what Michigan State.
No, I'm talking about Nebraska.
Yeah.
They play Michigan State.
Right.
They're horrific.
Yeah.
Also, they play Michigan, and their head coach isn't even coming to the game.
He won't be there.
So you're catching some breaks on some things that are going well for you.
Yeah. Yeah, Michigan State. I don't know what kind of schedule they have this year. I don't think it's. I don't know. They're all tough.
That is Idle Chit Chat, sponsored by Newton's Lawn Care. Sign up for a fertilizer program this month, and if your name is John, tomorrow, May 29th, 200% of your payment
200
will go to support Cedars on Give to Lincoln Day. You can call or text Andrew at 402-440-6297. Newton's Lawn Care. We heard from Troy Dannon last night on radio. A couple different updates as of current ticket sales for Nebraska Cincinnati at Arrowhead Stadium per Troy Dannon last night. 62,000 tickets have been sold for that game in KC. 62,000.
Is that about what you'd expect?
The stadium holds about 76, so they've got some space. Yeah, that's pretty good early sales so for that. 62,000.
The stadium's capacity is 76,416. Lucas Oil holds 67,000. So yeah, that's good. That's good. What else has struck you? The big news was Valentino.
For those concerned with the change of the concessions, fear not.
Fear not.
Valentino's, Runza, and Fairbury hot dogs will remain in the stadium last night per Troy Dannon. Go back to what was this? February. This was a conversation.
I'm not gonna lie to you,
in
that's about
January.
the only thing that really even somewhat enamored me throughout the entire offseason was that. That was like the highest things. Like, there's a chance there's no
We're gonna
valves.
lose valves at the game.
Hot dog changing, and then no runs. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that was a lot of hand wringing.
Here's Troy Dannon says, Val's has signed their contract, and yes, Val's Pizza is still going to be in the stadium like it always was. There was a lot of hand wringing and heart attacks over that. Aramark is in a good place, and I'm glad they've got them locked on board along with the Runzas and the hot dogs.
So what? So
Troy
Aramark is taking over the
New concession. Yes.
From. Help me.
I forget.
Oh, for God's sake, Jake. From it was somebody that was Val was linked into Val's. I should be able
Premier
to
Catering.
Premier Catering. That's it.
Yeah.
Which Val's is a part of.
Yes, correct.
But Val's will still be. Yeah, I guess that's a big deal. I don't know. I like the Fairbury hot dogs. And the runs at a game actually taste pretty good sometimes.
I like thin crust.
It's been a while since I've.
This also won't surprise people, but in terms of with alcohol sales being in the stadium, there's no longer no re-entry policy. You used to be able to
run that by us again. This is big, Jake.
Yes.
Give us the details on this.
This is per Troy Dannon. Nebraska again selling alcohol in the stadium, which means re-entry will no longer be allowed. In the past, fans could leave and re-enter before the fourth quarter. Dan says, quote, "It's not a matter of going out at halftime and drinking as much as you can to try to make it last for the second half.
Wow.
When you're out, you're out. That will be a big change." End quote from Troy Dannon.
Very real.
I couldn't imagine even somehow mustering up that type of energy to be sitting in like section 103, seat 92, and be like, "Hey, I'm going to bust out of here. I'm heading down. I'm going to try to get down to my car and have a couple Busch lights, and then get back into the stadium."
No,
that would be the energy. That would no chance of me doing that. So that just the fact that people leave the stadium and come back is mind blowing to me. It really is, and they do it. Yeah, and it happens. I agree. But to me, that would be a hard one for having that type of energy.
So they're closing the door on that.
It's like a Thunderdome in there. Lock the doors. Everyone's in.
Dannon also mentioned plans to introduce a new tailgate zone inside the Hawks Indoor Center. Tailgate zone.
So what is the so is there like with the beer, what's the setup? Like,
I don't know.
Who's there? What brands of beer are there? Have they practiced this? Because every time you hear of a lot of stories of things not going well. You hear a lot of stories
out of the gate.
Out of the gate. Something goes. It went like this, like you guys had happen over in Ireland. That everything's down.
That was a wonderful problem to have. That was great.
Everything everything free at that point?
It was, and it was free until like the third quarter. I went through the whole half and halftime of free alcohol.
So I just wonder what the setup is.
I don't know the setup.
It's gonna be
when is beer stopped? Sure. When does it shut off? Like start of the fourth quarter?
I'm going to guess start of the fourth quarter. I would guess usually it's end of the third quarter is when beer sales stop or alcohol sales anywhere stop at football games. So
yeah,
baseball somewhere like seventh inning.
Seventh inning for sixth or seventh inning for baseball. Yep, you got it.
Just trying to get these facts down.
I know.
People
no, I
need
am
to be
too.
prepared for when they can buy and when they can't buy alcohol.
So no reentry. No reentry.
Well, I think that's a big deal for people like I don't know
It
if
is
you
a
go
big
if you
deal.
go to the Champions Club. A lot of people in the club level will leave the game and go to the Champions Club, and then they'll come back for the second half. So I guess if that's not allowed, then that's going to change that levels how they go to the game.
Sure.
I've only done that one time ever, but I know a lot of people up there that would go to the club level would leave at halftime and then come back. So if that's not allowed, I'm curious if they just stay over there or they don't go over there at all to the Champions Club.
Me and Bill have not dealt in that.
This
world.
is this is such a different world to
We
us.
have not.
I'm
Dealt in
still,
that.
But to be fair, they would leave to go to get a beer at the club
Yeah.
and then come back. They couldn't buy
Yes.
beer at the stadium. That's why they left was to
Right.
go. So if now
so I
if
don't
you can
think
buy
they
at the
care
stadium,
now. It's like
then they probably just won't go to the Champions Club until after the game. So
now is it? I know that in the stadium it's beer only, right? What is it like? What is in the? Is that right? Is it beer only?
I don't know for sure. I don't know if we have official word on what all the alcohol.
I'm sorry,
options
I
are.
don't know.
Is
these
there a
answers.
seltzer available?
I'm gonna guess
Yeah.
yes. I'm
Okay.
gonna say confidently yes. The seltzer will
Then
be
also
available.
like in the club level. Then is there cocktails at that level? Is it now legal to have?
You're asking
you know,
questions I don't know. I
Yeah.
feel deficient. I don't. I think my understanding is there's other things that will be offered besides beer. Am I wrong?
I think you are correct that they will have. I don't know if there's a wine option.
Some
This is all.
some other sort of drink.
I don't know if there's cocktails at all, but I
Right.
do believe there'll be a seltzer to Bill's question. But I don't
Okay.
know how many
A
beer
Truly.
options. Truly or White Claw,
A White
something
Claw.
like that, yeah.
Is that
no
what you-
laws
Or neutral,
against
maybe.
White Claws.
Maybe neutral could be
Yes.
out there.
Neutral. Yes.
It's a pretty big change.
We-
Like, but now, Bill. I just some of these things we don't know because they maybe haven't been determined. I mean, that might be some of it. I don't know.
Now,
But we've never dealt. I'm really bad at these conversations because I've never, ever dealt in that world.
we have people pushing back on the reentry, and here's why.
Oh boy.
On the
Okay.
text line,
This is great. Thank you.
People are pissed.
Interactive radio.
We got some upset people.
yes.
Justin in Seward says some people go out to have a cig. Are we saying no more cig breaks for people? Cigarettes?
Yeah.
Oh.
They're
Yeah,
not going. They're
that's-
not going out to get beer. They're
Well,
going out
maybe
to have a
they're-
smoke.
Maybe okay. Now
Maybe when you leave, you have to just tell the guy at the yellow coat.
Trust me.
Hey,
have
I'm
a
just going
smoke.
out. I'm going out here for a smoke. That's it. I'm not gonna have.
can
not
walk
going
Well,
to get a
here's the
beer.
thing. If you're
Track me.
Now
Yeah.
think like an AD. What maybe they could just create a smoking area right outside the stadium. Would that solve it? Wouldn't that
If
solve?
there is a large corral of people smoking
I don't wanna
cigarettes
see it.
right in front of the stadium, that would be epic.
I totally agree.
Just funneling people
Why not?
in and just standing out there. Everybody
There's a new smoking area over
I would
there.
ask you why not.
Yeah. I don't know. But yeah, there will be some pushback on why someone can't leave. Sometimes things come up.
Hey, hold on. This guy had a valid concern, and I think we have a valid.
Yeah, another person says yes. This will affect the smokers greatly. That is true.
It doesn't have to if the eight. Well, I'm not telling Troy Dan how to run his shop, but
What if
one-
all of a sudden you left? All of a sudden it's like, hey, we left the baby's formula in
Oh,
the car.
Yep.
I got to go.
I've had some-
Imagine,
I'm sure
and then you
could do
can't. No, how are you gonna get back in? There's no. You don't get to just. There's not. Hey, go to gate 17, and they're the ones that will handle all these
that.
problems.
There's a clearinghouse.
There's a clearinghouse at gate 17 of who can leave and who
It
can
will
come
judge
back.
whether you're.
That'd be great. That'd be awesome. I'd like to be that person. No, that's no entry. You must stay in. Yes, you can go. I just want to see the corral of cigarette smokers standing outside.
Well, couldn't you just create an area for the smokers? Seriously.
Well, I'm seeing for David and people on the text line that apparently it's against the it's a non-smoking campus.
Oh, that's
Okay.
a problem.
That's a
Tobacco
problem.
free,
Can't
That's
even
right.
Yeah,
smoke
tobacco
at the
free.
game.
You never can
So,
smoke.
so
I'm going to
Tobacco-
say
so-
this. So it would. It would.
Frosty on a tobacco-free campus is hilarious.
at all times, but
Chewing the whole
very
time.
obvious.
Yeah.
Just whipping dip
Yeah.
out of his
Yeah.
mouth.
We all saw it.
It
There's
was
no
so
hiding.
funny.
Well, the tobacco-free campus, I would say this for the most part. I think people probably felt pretty safe to be if they were whatever, just walking through the middle of campus on a Saturday to have a cigarette and,
Smoking a
thinking
cig.
and they're not going to get cuffed.
Probably
There's a pretty
not.
good chance on Saturday they're not getting all of a sudden like, what happened to those guys? Yeah, they're heading downtown. Yeah, they got them. They got arrested.
Smoking a Marlboro.
Smoking a Marlboro. They're heading down.
Newport Short got him.
Camel. Had a camel.
But can't you have a corral? Well, no, you can't have a corral.
Can't have a corral.
You can't because that's a
So,
little.
so there's the answer right
Yeah,
there. It's like,
yeah.
well, no, you can't go out and smoke. It's a no smoking tobacco-free
Right.
Apparently
camps.
So you
not.
can't really push back.
But people
on it.
do go out and smoke.
They
That
still-
happens.
they
Just so you
still
know, that does
It's hard
happen.
to contain 90,000 people. Say
Come
what
down
you
to the
can and
ticket and
can't do.
smoke and walk back. We'll create an area.
No matter
Smoke
what,
on the patio.
that you knew it wouldn't be that easy of just like no reentry. There's gonna be something to it.
What else? What else are people?
Yeah, what
pushing
else
back
are-
on?
Well, Ozarks Brandon has an idea for the smokers. He says you can go 3 to 4 hours without booze and a heater. Just get some nicotine pouches. You're good to go.
It'd be great if also how great it'd be like that. Hot dogs, nicotine.
Nicotine.
Just selling nicotine gum. That'd be great.
Has some-
Lincoln, Nebraska set records for nicotine pouch sale. Anyway,
someone says this will not last. People will revolt on the no
A
re-entry.
revolt.
This is bothering people. The re-entry
Yes.
thing is really bothering people.
Okay.
Well, I guarantee you the emails. I guarantee the inbox is full.
at Dannon's,
It's full over there.
AD job's rough.
Here's from Steve on the text line. People meet at halftime outside the stadium to chat. The new AD has made an unforced error on this.
Ooh.
Huh.
The pushback, revolting is already happening from the fans.
So it's and it's based off of one thing.
What?
It's based off of alcohol sales. Obviously,
Yes.
that's what bases this whole thing off of.
Could
And
you just have alcohol
And
sales?
also, it does. I there is some pushback by the fans. It's corrected. A lot of them are saying, "Hey, I leave the stadium. I don't go out to get to my car to get hammered and come back and drink some beers and come back in." First of all, a lot of what is the percentage of 80-some%? They don't tailgate. Their cars are a long ways
Right.
away.
Oh,
They're
yeah,
not
absolutely.
They're not leaving to. I mean, there's only that little horseshoe area. There's the Champions lot. There's not a lot going on real close. There's a few lots that are somewhat there, but it would be work. Most people are parked. They're not getting back to their car. They're not going at halftime to get to their car.
Okay, so could you just have alcohol sales at the stadium and also allow people re-entry? Could you just do that? Could you just say, okay, we've changed the policy?
Well, it sounds as if that would have been the wise move to start with the caveat of if we have problems, everyone should know if this is going to lockdown. If there's problems for some reason, but I don't know what those problems would be.
I don't know. Are they worried about people taking alcohol out of the
I mean,
stadium?
Jake,
that-
I
is
know
that-
now
they're
this
not-
is different. 'Cause we know what
No.
Jake did at the Garth Brooks concert, but
What's
I just
Right.
picture beer
I had
as
a lot of beer.
yeah, he had a lot over 100 ounces.
I had 100 ounces of beer.
I just
at the
my
Brooks
question is
concert.
like I just
What's your
can't
question?
I can imagine like myself just to say I'm going to the Nebraska Houston Baptist game and I'll be damned. I had 9 beers. I just don't see that. I just don't see that ever. I mean,
yeah, just kept buying them.
yeah, it's kept
drinking.
I'm here to tell you that happens.
It happens.
Yes, I've seen it.
Yeah.
I've seen
Well,
it
at halftime is
at the
what?
club level. And
Yeah.
yes,
Is halftime what?
100%.
20 minutes long? 25 max?
20.
20 minutes. So it takes forever to get out of the stadium in general. People, it's a log jam. Getting back in takes forever. So
That is one air also that for some reason they just don't. And I get it with the slash, whatever's going on, the band, whatever. But I mean, halftime in NFL is 12 minutes. And for it to be 20 minutes is too long. 20 is too long. 12 is a little tight,
12
but you can easily keep it you could easily be 18 to 16. It's too much time. It's like you need to go in, do this, couple talks, players go to the bathroom, let's go back out and play again.
From Fred on the text line says most stadiums already have a no re-entry policy. Many visiting fans are shocked when they come here and they know they can come back in the stadium if they leave.
Yeah, I think I don't know. 100%. I would
Yeah.
think that's accurate. Yes, that it. I would say this when it came up that Dannon said there's be no re-entry. That didn't even alert me to anything. I go, sounds good.
It sounds like it's alerting other people.
Yeah, it does. That's what I mean. It didn't.
People are
It
positive.
didn't,
No,
not me
resonate
either.
with me at
Not
all.
at all.
So I was like going, yeah, sounds smart.
But we have not gone to the game as fans.
No, I've been to one game as a fan in the last 34 years, and it was misery. That was not fun.
David Sanderson says that. David Sanderson, I've not been to another stadium that allows re-entry.
Yeah. So they're
And
not.
don't take your baby to the game. That's what he says. Don't take your baby to the game.
Don't worry about the formula.
It's worth the film.
They won't remember it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you won't take Scotland.
No, I don't. Not to a football game. No,
It was kind of a
basketball game you can do.
hypothetical, just so you know,
But yeah.
Sandy. It wasn't.
But you do,
I wasn't.
you do
I
see
wasn't
babies, though.
pushing.
You see babies.
You see
at
babies at
games.
the
I
game.
think- yeah, absolutely.
All I'm saying is,
I think he's talking
when
about
you
the
say no re-entry,
Yeah.
there's always going to be some reason that there's going to be several people that need to leave and want to come back for something that is legit.
Mhm.
And it's not to get a couple Busch lights.
Mhm.
It's like, I need to leave for this, and I want to be able to come back in, and there's no, and then if you're one of the yellow coats, I mean, you're just told no.
Mhm.
That's it. You have there's no answer to it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think it's informative that there's other states that don't even allow it. So what?
Yeah, what percentage actually allow reentry? We don't know that. I think it'd be tough to find that information. What stadiums allow reentry? But
It's kind of fun.
people are pushing back.
It's a Wednesday
Yeah, we got some.
in May, and we had some fun.
We got some
Yeah.
people firing back.
Some
at the
people
AD
fired
right
up.
now.
May 28th.
I just love the fact we go out to have a cigarette. No, that's actually no smoking campus.
Your Nicorette patch.
Yes,
Nicorette patch?
What was the patch?
it's the patch.
Yeah, it was a patch.
Nicorette? Is
That was
what it's called?
Nicorette. It was
That-
gun. I thought it was Nicorette.
That was gum. That was just a nicotine
Oh,
patch. I
Okay,
think.
well, bring your patch.
Yes,
We're not familiar with this stuff
No.
because we don't smoke.
We don't.
we should start. What if we made a commitment?
I'd go all in with it for a while.
When we come back, the potential first round
For a
pick
while.
is sticking around in college. Tell you why next in Early Break in the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions with pay starting at $23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
Midwest Bank is now hiring in Lincoln. They have multiple banking positions open and are looking for dynamic individuals passionate about helping others and building relationships. With a family-friendly culture, competitive benefits, and unique perks, Midwest Bank is a great place to start a new career. Apply today at midwest.bank. Midwest Bank is an equal opportunity employer, member FDIC.
Ladies and gentlemen, Liddy Dunn.
To the graduating class of 2025, today we celebrate all of our hard work, late nights, and the most craveable Raising Cane's chicken fingers and cane sauce that got you through it. Get out there and commemorate this moment with a grad plush puppy. Net proceeds from these paws go to a good cause. So whether you're graduating with honors or just happy to have survived finals, go forth and treat yourself to Raising Cane's and take home the cutest classmate ever. Because you've earned it. Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at gainatrucking.com.
Bagels and Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in May. Try a pesto BLT or a pizza bagel for lunch. Also, enjoy a new energy fusion drink in a variety of flavors and get a caramel latte with 10% of all sales going to the Hope Venture. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward, Bagels and Joe.
This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell. Serving in the military requires great sacrifices, not just for one's country, but also for one's family. Not surprisingly, divorce for soldiers is especially difficult, and it raises a number of challenges that are peculiar to military divorce, things such as deployments, relocation, retirement benefits. These issues can be complicated. So if you're a soldier facing such challenges, go to CordellCordell.com.
1221 N Street, Lincoln. CordellCordell.com.
Make plans to join 93.7 The Ticket and the Amon Green Foundation for the first annual Nebraska Esports Golf Tournament on Monday, June 9th at Wilderness Ridge. It's a 4-man scramble starting at 11 a.m. that will feature former Husker greats like Amon Green, Johnny Rogers, Niles Paul, Tony Davis, Adam Carricker, Vershawn Jackson, and more, with great prizes and great golf. Sponsorships are also available. Call or text us at 402-464-5685 with questions, or sign your team up online at theticketfm.com. Registration goes through May 30th.
Hey there, this is Paul Scheel, owner of High Electric. I want to thank our friends and loyal customers and introduce High Electric to those looking for a new electrician. We've been serving the Lincoln and Omaha area for over 30 years, from design to install, upgrades, and repair. If you are a homeowner or a small business needing some electrical work, call us at 402-466-6606 or check us out at hyelectric.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
Schwizo Construction is now hiring for skilled craftsmen, steel erectors, concrete workers, and general laborers. Schwizo Construction offers great benefits like premium wages, health and dental insurance, paid holidays and vacation, 401k with company match, life insurance, and disability insurance. They pride themselves on a legacy of 40 years built on integrity and trust. Joining their team means becoming part of a family that values hard work, dedication, and mutual respect. Apply today at schwizo.com. That's schwisow.com.
Support Matt Talbot Kitchen and Outreach on Give to Lincoln Day. Your gift will be received by a portion of Lincoln Community Foundation's matching fund. Homelessness is a complex problem facing our community. By working together, we can find solutions. Your donation for Give to Lincoln Day moves us closer to ensuring that everyone in Lincoln has a safe place to sleep at night. Because of your generosity, hope lives here. Give anytime through May 29th at givetolincoln.com.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at gainatrucking.com.
This
I'm not on drugs. I'm not drunk.
is Early Break. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
If you are looking for a wonderful place for lunch or dinner today, in between Lincoln and Omaha,
Philman's
Steakhouse, just off of Highway 6 at Ashland, is a wonderful choice. They've got great steak options. They've got Chilean sea bass. They have walleye. They've got wood-fired chicken option, which I think
what Trixie have?
Trix had the wood-fired chicken, right?
No.
Oh,
She
yeah.
had
So
chicken
sort of
and
pasta.
pasta.
Chicken and pasta. Okay.
Yes. Is it an Alfredo sauce, Steve?
I imagine, but I don't know that.
Okay.
Probably a fair
Yeah.
assumption.
Could you please check in with Trixie?
I
Let us
will.
know that. Thank
Trix,
you.
if you're listening,
Yeah.
was there Alfredo sauce? I know she loves Alfredo sauce. Chicken
It's
and pasta.
How much fun is it when you go to Phil's to stop over at the store next door? That's where he has. Remember, you're going to get the bourbon from
I
him.
haven't got it yet.
And
So
get that. So you got the
sore
bourbon. You
subject.
get over there, but all the things they have set up there it's quite a setup.
It is. He has a worker in there.
Yes.
You know, a man manning the operate.
A worker,
a man,
a man.
washing the
There's
desk.
a man
Yes.
worker in
That's
there
typically what people
that's
do.
operating the register.
Not an AI robot.
Yeah,
over there. It's
exactly.
actually
I don't know what
a
that was.
person.
I don't know what just happened.
A man operating the
I
table.
went in there and I talked to him. That's what
Tell you
I
what,
remember.
talk about friendly too. It's all about the service. When it gets down to it, it's the experience.
100.
It's like if you go to some place and it's like, okay, the steak's incredible, but it's cold. It's not that much fun to talk to anybody. No one said anything like that.
Let's go to Long John Silver.
Exactly. Yeah, it's always a good steak at Long John Silver's, I've always felt. Get a nice filet. Thank you, Phil.
And by the way, our June 25th show is sold out.
Sold out in 2 days.
At
Steve
Ruhlman's.
did that.
However, July, we have some openings still. It'll be July 30th was the date. I'll confirm that with Phil, but he
That's
said
right
I
after.
think he said half of them are already sold. It's already halfway sold out. For
How would
July.
one go about?
I'm glad you asked, Sip. You would go to RuhlmanSteakhouse.com or call Phil, who will, if you leave a voicemail, he'll call you back. 402-780-8887. Ruhlman Steakhouse.
There's a lot of. I've had several texts from friends.
Thanks, Jake.
And they're wondering if they can somehow give Phil a tip, a cash incentive to get into the event on the 25th of June. They got caught by surprise on this out of town. And they're like, we want to go. And I said, well, talk to Phil. I said, he promised the number at 72. And he's very stern about that. But I don't know what the options are. But it's been there's been a lot of pushback for people trying to get into the event.
They want to go through the back.
They got to wait till July and August.
Yeah,
now.
they want it. So now so people have been asking. It's like, is there a chance maybe we could, kind of grease the wheels a little bit?
People are probably wondering, what is your vision for this event?
It's a great question.
Well, it's 6:30 to 8:30. The first hours is purely just eating and chatting, and the last hour is when we do some sort of a show for the people.
So we're doing a show on
We're going to entertain them. There's not commercial breaks. We're just going to talk. We're going to have interaction with the fans. Yeah, we'll have some conversation.
Like a pseudo show.
Kind of but this is more of an insider show. All of a sudden, right away, phones are down.
Mm-hmm.
Phones are off. There's no recording. There's anything. It's going to be everything's what's said in here stays in here. One of those type of things. And they're going to be able to ask you some candid questions, Steve, about what's going on in Husker
I
land.
see what you're talking about now. Yes. Okay. So this will be 2 hour. It'll be a 2 hour program.
Yes. 1 hour of eating and chatting. 1 hour of
there'll be some cocktails to start off. Kind of a cocktail hour.
People get 2 drink tickets with their purchase.
Yeah. Come on. Right now, just try going someplace and getting yourself an incredible prime rib dinner with salad, baked potato, all the fixins, and then also try to be able to get an incredible dessert. Oh, and then 2 drink tickets, and then try to do that for $100. It's impossible. It can't be done.
From Kobe on YouTube, he says, I wish I was closer. I would go to the event and heckle Jake for never looking at the YouTube chat.
Heckle. What if we get hecklers?
I hope we have.
If you're like comedians know how to handle hecklers, we do not know how to handle hecklers, do we?
No.
That would be
not live in person. Yeah,
it'd be tough.
We see them on the text line.
I don't anticipate heckling. Do you guys?
No, but you never know.
You never know.
It's
but
something to think about.
Prepared.
But again, I would still. All I'm going to say is this: still reach out to Phil if you're set on getting in for the 25th
of June
and let him make the decision.
Yeah,
right?
We're not going to decide for.
We're not going to decide for that. That's Phil's decision.
His restaurant.
If he decides to go with an overflow crowd. I know he's moved several off into the July slot already.
Is that right?
Yes.
So he's just repositioned people.
July's almost sold out too.
Sanderson says, "See you in July to heckle." We're getting heckled by Sanderson in July. All right,
Sandy. I hope I hope you're serious about going. We'd love to see.
He's going to be there in July. He said.
Genghis Corn will not be there, right?
Nope. He's in Hondo, Texas.
Yes.
He won't make the trip up, unfortunately. But maybe in August before the game. Maybe he comes up and then goes to the game in KC the next day.
Yes.
I first met Sanderson at a bowling event. We used to have bowling league.
We had bowling league with the ticket. Yeah,
Sanderson was there, and he was
with the hair,
incredibly kind.
With the hair,
yes.
And
yes, tan.
Yes,
tan.
yes.
He's kind of like Bill that way. He's got hair and a tan.
I did not mention this one. I saw this from Husker Online on 3 yesterday.
What is this?
That Nebraska apparently knows who their punter's going to be.
Oh, well,
did you see that?
You're springing stuff
on. I thought that was last week. We
didn't know the name though. Did we know?
Okay,
hold on.
You're right.
We knew it was Australian punter.
That's correct.
This is from Sean
You're
Callahan.
Springing stuff on
yesterday.
Yeah.
Well, we'll talk to Sean at 8:00 today. By the way,
that's right. We can talk to him more about that.
Husker Online confirmed yesterday that Nebraska will host Haleyburg College punter Archie Wilson for an official visit over the weekend. I thought they were going to add him.
Hey, they are Haley Berry. Is it Haley Burke or Haley Berry?
Haley Berry.
Haley Berry College in Australia. So it's in Australia.
Yes,
this is an American
Australian
college.
punter.
Yeah. Archie Wilson, 6'2", 183. This all happened last night. 6'2".
Okay. That's a good size. I like that.
6'2". This all happened last night after I had dozed off.
Gone to sleep.
Yeah, Sean got the names. Sean somehow got the name of this. This is, Bill's right. We had talked about it. We just didn't have the name. We didn't have the name because I don't think they wanted the name out for fear that Belichick would swoop in and pay him a sum that would draw him to North Carolina.
So North Carolina's on they're looking for a punter.
They're
also
on the prowl apparently. They have apparently undercut some teams. You can do that, right? You can do that now basically. This guy's eligible to be, but Jake, it's pretty much a done deal.
As Sean points out in this article, Haleyburg College is also the home of Torrey Taylor, who was excellent for the Iowa Hawkeyes for many
Excellent.
years. He was
he's like the best punter in the world.
Maybe ever. Superb punt out with the Bears, of course.
Yeah, I
Torrey Taylor.
I thought he was the best punter in the world.
He was their best offensive player they had. He's
really
punter.
good.
Yeah. So there you go. Yeah, there was. I guess this was happening last night. What time did this go up? 9
hours ago, but
okay.
So about 10 o'clock.
Didn't just press the tape on it. It's been out there for 8 hours.
10 hours.
Oh, I mean,
10 o'clock last night. You know, Sean was up late.
It's real simple in punting world. What you're looking for is it's no blocks, net punt. That's
no blocks, net punt.
Yeah. The other part doesn't. If you punt the ball, 56 yards and everybody goes ooh, and then they return it for 25 yards, that does nothing for you. It's all about net punt and no blocks. If you get a punt block, the chance of losing the game goes up, substantially. So that's the thing you're looking for. And if he has the option to go left and right in the rugby style, that creates more difficulty for the opponent.
Mm-hmm.
So those are all good factors. But that's all you care about. Is take it back. You have those two: no blocks, net punt, and then what are your pins? Because sometimes your net can be down, but that's what happened when we were punting dagger punts, which means we were on our own 47-yard line punting in, or the opponent's 47, and you don't get a great net from that. Just so you understand, you don't get a great net, but that's the one. It's like, hey, that ball needs this; it's got to land. We got to be able to keep this ball out of the end zone at all cost, and you have a plan for it
at all costs.
Yeah. So it appears Archie Wilson, the punter for next season for Nebraska football.
Archie Wilson
from Haleybury College.
It's a great name, Archie. I like that.
Australia, the home of Torrey Taylor.
So yeah,
remember the comic book? Was that the Archies?
I do remember.
I don't remember it real well.
I don't, because I was not interested.
Yeah, it wasn't. Same with me. It's kind of like, okay, they always hung out or they're always eating burgers and having having milkshakes. But that's all I really remember that much from it. Yeah.
When we come back, the mailbag and song of the day next on Early Break of the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Jumpstart your summer to the max. Walk into any Max Tan in Lincoln and get a $5 standing tan session or a $5 red light wellness booth session. Your summer tan starts today with $5 sessions at Max Tan with 3 Lincoln locations.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Copple Chevrolet GMC, and they're having the biggest hail sale they've ever had. A huge opportunity is at your front door right now. Some of these cars we're fixing, some we're not, and some it's totally up to you. New Sierra starting at $15,000 off list. New Canyons at $8,500 off list. New body styles on the Acadias, $3,000 off list. You need to hurry as there's going to be a lot of people heading to Louisville. Check us out at copplecars.com. Stock numbers G121492, G187747, and G196599.
Hello.
Angela, we have to break up.
But why?
Because you're a robot and I'm just a guy trying to get better internet.
It's Aloe Fiber, isn't it? I always knew you wanted faster speeds. My contract isn't good enough for you.
Face it, Angela. They let me talk to real people.
Press 4 to break my heart. Oh wait, you already did.
Visit aloefiber.com to switch today.
Country music star Rodney Atkins will be performing at the Icebox on Friday, June 20th. Tickets start at $30 and doors open at 7 p.m. The capacity is only 3,000, so don't wait. Buy your tickets at lincolnstars.com today before it sells out.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Every home is different. Every family is different. So when it's time for a new heating and cooling system, why not get what fits you best? Get the perfect fit with Bryant. Maybe you need higher efficiency, better humidity control, increased warranty, or all the bells and whistles. Bryant provides options in warranty, features, comfort, and efficiency while maximizing savings. Call Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing, 467-1111, or visit BryantLincoln.com. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today. A lot of businesses say they're family focused, but when tough situations in life arise, the business wants anything but your best interests. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring, and they will always treat their employees like family, just as they do their customers. James Enterprise Incorporated is hiring Class A and B CDL drivers, a shop tech, and a diesel mechanic. If you're looking for a career with a company that goes above and beyond to value you and your family, apply today at jamesenterpriseinc.com or call 402-432-6740.
Garage doors can break down or quit working at the worst times. At Doors Plus, they understand that a broken garage door sometimes means repair and not replace. Sometimes, all you need to make your door like new again is a few bolts, a realignment, or even a new balance. Trust the pros at Doors Plus to handle your garage door repair the right way so you can get on with your busy schedule. Visit them online at DoorsPlusLLC.com or give them a call today at 402-590-5800. Doors Plus. Garage doors and more.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. You love to bash his sports takes.
Now, will you feel like an idiot if you're
No,
a big tough
never feel like an
if
idiot.
you're a big tough guy this morning?
But you really love to voice your displeasure for his music choices.
He stumbled on an issue that I did not think would generate this much passion and discussion.
It's time for Jake's questionable song of the day on Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Once again, your song of the day, Rock and Roll Hoochie Coo by Rick Derringer from 1973, passed away yesterday at age 77.
Did not know that.
Yeah, it's a RIP yesterday. 464-568-5. 1 is bad, 10 is good. Texture rating on the Sauter Heyman Jewelers song of the day.
Jake passed this test in my mind. He passed this huge test today.
Whoa.
2 tests, actually. Number one, that you knew this. because I saw it last night, and I was going to text you, and I thought, no, let's just see if he
Let's see. Yeah.
just
Thank
see.
you for not texting me, bud. Yeah.
Nailed it.
Thank you.
And then the other test. Now, Bill, just don't hammer me on this. You passed the song test because you could have played "Hang On, Sloopy."
That song's okay.
Ugh.
Sloopy, hang on.
Yeah, I didn't want to hear that.
That's Ohio State's song. We played that.
Yeah, that's Derringer too. Apparently,
Yes. That's what the McCoys is the group.
God,
And,
know.
So this was Rick Derringer, not Ross Dellinger.
not
Not
Ross
the same
Dellinger's
thing.
still alive. No
Yeah.
R.I.P. there.
Yeah,
and not a
good.
singer.
No, and
Rick Derringer.
And Derringer was 77.
Yes.
Wow, you passed.
Yesterday.
Just go up to Lord today and say, "Lordy, Mama, light my fuse." and maybe thrust your hip. I will not go any further than that.
Okay.
I thought Bill would like truck on out and spread the news. I like truck on out. Jake 10. I mean, you passed. I'm so proud of Jake this morning. First of all, he knew it, and second of all, he didn't play. He played the right song. That's a great song. That was a big part of it.
I'm more shocked right now that the two songs exist. It doesn't sound like the same artist would have.
Well,
Hang On, Sloopy, and this
sounds
song.
nothing
it's
like that.
What do we do? This
Right.
No, you're right.
Very,
I
very
don't
different
get it.
sounds.
If you just said, do you think he sings "Hang On, Sloopy"? I'd be like, no, there's no
way.
chance he does
But I
that.
think it was just a really young man.
Might have been. Obviously, the 10. We know the 10 for the RIP. It's a 7999 for me, regular 10 like that. So yeah, great job, Jake. Yeah, incredible, great song. I heard that song. It wasn't so much my music as much as all my friends that had older brothers. That was played a lot.
Yeah.
That was you heard that song a lot because that was played a lot on 8 tracks and stuff in Chevelles, 69 Chevelles and 72 Camaros driving around Pender.
For sure.
Yeah. So that was a very well known 8 track.
The Simple Boys had some album that had various songs. You know, they come out with those albums that would have
It's like a mix album.
Yeah.
Like a mixtape, but it's an album.
But yeah, a bunch of hits on it. And that was the first one. That was the first song on the A side. So I listened to it a zillion times.
From YouTube, before we get to the text line, I don't avoid the YouTube chat. Chris P, 10, RIP. Genghis, 9.9, better times. Nelson Montana, 9.6. Rick Heyman, 12, RIP. 12 from Heyman. 7 from Troy G. East Lincoln West, 10, RIP. Bolt, 9.1, RIP. Albert, 8.5. Active Duty Husker, 6.8. To the text line here, Joe in Boulder says, better times. Nobody says hoochie coo anymore, 7.5.
No, not as much as you think.
No, they don't.
Won't be saying that outside the stadium. I thought you'll be locked in that baby. Yeah,
that's true. You can't leave until the game's over.
What if that? What if that was the secret buzzword to get you out and back in? Hoochie coo. What if all of a sudden?
Don't say that too loud.
If you just looked at the
password.
If you just looked at the yellow coat, hoochie coo, and then lets you out, and it comes right back in.
There you go.
Think about that. Ask Dan if we can use hoochie coo as a potential
that's
the password to get back in gate 18.
Sandmaster in KC 7.8. Bill and Pennant 9.75. Vernon Dakin 7.7. Ryan in California 7.6. Gavin and Pender 6.
Gavin.
Bryce 7.2. Hook Bird 3.
Jeez.
How about
Bird,
Jake
he's
with
dead.
How about Jake with a 3?
Bird, he's dead. He passed away. We know the rules.
Bird.
You know the rules here.
Bird.
Can't give a song of 3 when the man's passed.
Yeah.
Jennifer 8.1. Hubby 7.3. Lyle in Omaha RIP 10. Wink in KC. Is that Wink Martindale?
Wink
8.5.
I don't know, but I like the fact we have a Lyle and a Wink.
Wink.
That's right. Travis and Ankeny 9.7. Nailed it. RIP. And
you nailed this.
Chet in Nebraska City 8.1. Never heard the song before. It's a high score. Never heard it before.
You passed this test. It's unbelievable.
Song
When did you see the news?
About 2:00.
Oh, it was that early in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I thought it was at night.
Maybe 3 p.m. 2 or 3.
Rick Derringer.
Is that on Twitter? So you
That's
found
probably
that?
where I saw it.
I saw it on TikTok.
I miss a lot of information. You'd be shocked at what I missed during the day. I'm not very dialed into. I don't even know how TikTok works.
It's not.
I don't do TikTok. Song of the day, Rock and Roll Hoochie Coo by Rick Derringer from 1973.
Also,
R.I.P.
your new password for the Memorial Stadium.
R.I.P. age 77 yesterday.
To get out and get back in?
Yes.
Hoochie Coo.
Just seeing the guy. Hoochie Coo.
Slowly opens the door. You're good.
Slowly open the door. You open the door.
You
gate
got
goes
it, man.
open.
You're good.
Imagine also there's a knock on the little thing slides open. Hoochie Coo. Come back in.
Slides.
Slides it shut. Open the door.
A lot
back.
of different moods. If they're down at halftime, people be pissed. Hoochie Coo.
Yeah.
Say it. Say it like you mean it.
Hoochie Coo.
It is time for the mailbag. Here we go. The 3 words you don't want to hear in IT are what, Bill?
I've been hacked.
Oh, God almighty.
One place you know you won't get hacked with is Applied Connective Technologies. In all 93 counties of Nebraska, 99% retention rate. They manage all things IT, cybersecurity, one-stop shop. Stop looking around for different people. It's one place. AppliedConnective.com. Free consultation today.
I wonder if Applied Connect could get involved in this re-entry back into the stadium. I wonder if somehow Will could get involved in this. I think he could. I think it'd be very valuable in this spot. Thank you, Will.
I think it'd be good. All right, first to Anthony from Sabetha, Kansas says, good morning,
Sabetha.
Steelers. It's time to settle the debate that began at the beginning of time. What do you eat at noon? Is it lunch or dinner? What do you eat in the evening? Is it dinner or supper? I eat lunch at noon.
It's always lunch. Lunch is 100%. Let's go. Want to get lunch? You want to get what was the other option?
Dinner. It's weird saying dinner at noon. I've never understood
I've never heard
that
dinner
would confuse
at noon.
you.
That would confuse
What do you
me.
mean dinner?
Yeah, I've never heard that.
Well, this is why Anthony says, I grew up on a farm south of Tecumseh. It was always dinner at noon and supper in the evening. That's why he brings it up. And I've heard dinner at lunch. I said, that doesn't make any sense.
No,
dinner.
That's all I know is lunch. And then,
are you a supper or dinner person though for nighttime?
It was supper during my childhood.
I think supper. I think that was correct.
Now then it changed.
Yeah.
You don't even
it's
have
changed.
set meals anymore, right?
No, you really don't even sit down to eat. I eat standing up a lot.
You just walk around.
Yeah.
Well, the life's changed.
Life's changed.
Yeah, we would sit down as a family and eat supper, and it was, Adam might stab me with a fork or something like that. But there were some mega fights.
That had to be chaos.
Oh, it was mega fights.
Yes,
mega fights at the dinner table. It was incredible. But it was supper and it was a sit down. Now I just don't know. Do people do that anymore?
Yes, people do sit down for meals.
Not very often. Not often.
We try to. We attempt to.
What's
when
that
we
mean?
can.
What does that mean?
If we're both in the house, we will sit down at the table at the same time.
Okay.
I would still call it supper. I'm not. But I'm just weirded out by dinner for noontime. That's a strange way to associate that. It's not the right term.
At the time slot, it's just too hard to line the time slot for me to be like, okay, we're going to eat at 6:30 or so, whatever time. I have no. There's things going on all the time.
Hard to do it.
Anytime I'm going to eat my supper sometime between 5 and 9:30.
Yeah,
that's when it's going to be. No exact time.
100%. 100%.
Mine's
more. Yeah.
A lot of response to that in the text, by the way. John says, good morning. We are almost to the time of the year that has the least amount of sports going on, July and August. What do you turn your attention to, if anything, during this time? Well, we have to do a sports show still. We have to track as many sports that are going on as possible, but
there'll be something coming up that which gets me giddy is Phil Steele. When the magazine comes out, when that comes out,
July 4th?
when that magazine comes out, I lose it because
Greg has sent us intel on this missing tooth, the missing tooth.
So I didn't get any intel from Greg, but that's big for me. So when that comes out, that magazine, because I go through that in great detail, and everyone's schedule's in there.
I always
instead of looking online, I can look at it in a magazine.
I know what you're going to say, Jake.
And so that's my deal.
I always thought that you're a Lindy's guy, so if you like that Lindy's magazine. That comes out at some point in June, I think. I think Phil Steele early July, but I think Lindy's beats him like by a.
And we went through this last year.
Yeah, here's the deal.
The timing.
They're about $30 now. They are.
Barnes and Noble typically receives college football preview magazines in July. That's not totally right. With Phil Steele's edition arriving on July 4th. Okay, July 4th.
So that pumps me up. That gets me going.
Now, the other ones, now here's the thing. Athlon's National College Football magazines are also available at Barnes & Noble, often with publication dates in May or early June. I went to Barnes & Noble on, I don't know, was it Sunday or Monday? Yeah, Monday, thinking there might be a Lindy's there. But Memorial Day was earlier this year than it has been. I think you might find a college football preview magazine in Barnes & Noble.
I wouldn't even want it right now.
I do.
I wouldn't want it. I don't want it until
I want it now. I need
want
the
it in July.
information.
I want it in July.
I need the info.
I want to get through. I want to get through the College World Series, and then that's when things move on.
Oh,
yes.
Okay. Yeah. Well, the College World Series is an example of something.
That's something that's in June. Yeah, Omaha. We'll be there. I'll be there for a couple
Blur?
of games.
Blur parties
will be there. Yes,
Yeah.
it's a fun time.
You going?
Oh, I'll go. Yeah.
Okay.
Blur's great.
Yeah, I don't have a great answer to that.
Yeah.
It's a question I don't have.
The Friday of CWS is funny all over Omaha, but Blur is an absolute.
Yeah. The first weekend when all 8
Beautiful
teams,
place to
when
be.
all 8 teams are going.
Yes, everyone's got a chance.
Yeah, everyone's got a chance.
It's packed. It's awesome. This is from Ryan in California. It says, "Are you in or out on Swiss cake rolls,
In.
aka
Oh,
ho-hos?"
All the way in.
In. Could eat 14 a day. Wouldn't faze me.
I mean, it's basically
I
a
think in middle-
ho-ho,
I think
right?
in middle
Yeah.
school, I ate about 4 a day of those.
Yeah. And then you have the option of just eating them out of the box or having them in the freezer. Those were incredible too. If they were in the freezer.
Is that the best little Debbie snack, the Swiss cake roll? I mean, because ho-hos is different.
Well,
but
no.
little-
What's the is it a zebra cake?
Zebra cake is that's little
that,
Debbie.
That moves the needle for me.
Swiss cake rolls. My roommate in college had a whole closet full of them, and sometimes I would just grab a couple, and thinking he would never notice because there's a 200 in there. Yeah,
and he would
But
know.
He'd say, "Oh, I think we have a little mouse." So one time he was grilling steaks. He was grilling 2 steaks, and he had a liter of Mountain Dew. And I said, "Hey, I didn't need a steak. I'm not hungry." He goes, "Who said anything about you eating it?"
Did that voice?
He's a big man. Yeah.
That voice.
Yeah.
Is this Haas?
No, his name was Mike.
Uh-huh.
He was hilarious. But anyway, yes, Swiss cake rolls are just ho-hos, right?
Yeah. Basically,
They're the same. There's different brands, but yes, same
Yeah,
thing.
you can
let's just take a step back.
Okay.
Little Debbie's is held up and talk about time tested. They've been around
They're
for
still going.
They've been around for what, like 100 years?
They got oatmeal cream pies.
And
And
there's-
Nick Saban
Nick
swears by
Saban,
those,
yeah.
by the way.
And there's still everything you
Those are good,
have.
by the way.
They're all incredible.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you what, right now, 20 years from now, Little Debbie's will still be when this show is gone. Stool no longer is around.
Oatmeal cream pies will still be going.
Hey,
Still be going.
Just let's pay a little tribute to them. They stood the test of time in a big way. In a big way.
They have their own in every convenience store. They have their own little rack.
They have their own section.
like where's the Little Debbie's at? It's like right over there.
Don't ever take that for granted.
No.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Somebody had a recipe that not only was good, but also was packaged so it would last forever. I mean, like
Shelf life in tens of years.
Last one here from Evan says, let's say that there's only 2 options left. No Dr. Pepper, no Coke. You have 2 options. You got orange soda and you got grape soda.
Ooh, God.
Which one, if you have to choose one, which one do you choose between grape and orange with no other options? That's from Evan.
Well, and that can change daily.
What if you had a bottle of Orange Crush? That always looks really good.
This is odd because I'm going to go with the grape.
Yeah.
I'm going grape because
Even if I got a bottle of Orange Crush in a bottle.
Oh, it's so good.
I know.
Orange Crush is really.
Yeah.
Or
They're both.
Sun-kissed.
This is a 51-49 situation. I'd probably go with the grape.
Doesn't it matter which kind of pop it is?
Well, if it's grape, it's got to be knee high, and if it's orange, it's crush.
What about Grape Shasta?
That's solid.
Grape Shasta was really good. Come on.
Yeah, it was really good.
Come on.
Well, shit, I can see the can. I see the Shasta can. We drink a lot of Shasta at our house.
100. We did too.
There was cases
We
of
had
it.
stock. Yeah, we'd stock it.
Stock it up.
Grab the cherry cola first.
Yeah, it's about a dime or a nickel a can type of thing.
It was.
Yeah, you could. Yeah,
It was. It's literally.
And
that.
you might drink 8 a day in the
Right,
summer.
right.
What'd you have? I had 8 Shastas today and some Little Debbie's. What else? That's it.
Honeycomb.
That's all I needed.
Yeah,
That's all I needed. Yeah.
I'm going grape.
I'm gonna go orange.
Ooh, that surprises me.
I drank a lot of Sunkist back in the day, or Slice. So there's
Oh,
you say
Slice.
Orange Crush, or
Slice.
Slice,
That was
there
that-
was Sunkist. They're all good.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just overthinking it. It just depends on what it is. If it's an orange crush bottle, I'll probably drink that.
All right.
Looks good. Orange pop looks good.
I agree.
This is more of a comment to close. East Lincoln West says, I just want a full show of Zip talking like Big Mike going on.
Yeah, the whole show. Hey, is there a mouse in here?
I think we have a mouse. He was the one, too, that showed up at Old Country Buffet and said, you want the bread pudding. He just showed up because he saw
your cars
out.
He stuck his head in.
Yeah. And I was standing there looking at the desserts, and I just heard a voice over my shoulder. I'll never forget it. I was like, I don't even like bread. You want the bread pudding.
No, who is this guy? That is the Mailbag, sponsored by Applied Connective Technologies. When we come back, will we see an undefeated champion again in college football? Discuss that next on Early Break on the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Cobble Chevrolet GMC, and they're having the biggest hail sale they've ever had. A huge opportunity is at your front door right now. Some of these cars we're fixing, some we're not, and some it's totally up to you. New Sierra starting at $15,000 off list. New Canyons at $8,500 off list. New body styles on the Acadias, $3,000 off list. You need to hurry as there's going to be a lot of people heading to Louisville. Check us out at cobblecars.com. Stock numbers G121492, G187747, and G196599.
What's better than supporting your favorite radio station and eating delicious Nebraska-made products? Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska wants to highlight you, the listener, on the 93.7 The Ticket Wall of Fame at the store. Stop by the store at 48th and R in Lincoln and see their huge variety of small batch gourmet jerky. Or if you're not in the area and want to try some, go to smokinggunjerky.com and enter code EARLY for 10% off your purchase. It's the ultimate low-calorie, high-protein snack at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska.
Ever stare at the Hog Wild menu and feel like you just can't make up your mind because it all looks so good? Well, when I want a little bit of everything, I get a little bit of everything on Hog Wild Smokestack Sandwich. On a butter-toasted bun, we pile on our hickory smoked beef brisket and juicy hot links. The hard part is choosing between fresh curly fries, classic baked beans, or coleslaw on the side. Order online at GoHogWild.com. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
Mike, the insurance company wants us to replace the roof.
Wait, what? I thought everything was fine.
Yeah, it says right here our roof is too old and they won't be able to cover us anymore.
I guess it is 15 years old. Hi, I'm Austin with Roofing Service Company. We help homeowners with their roofing and siding projects. Financing options are available, and we can get you under a new roof no time at all. If this sounds like you, visit roofingservicecompany.com. That is roofingservicecompany.com.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? You need an attorney you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Call Liberty Law Group and find out how we can help get you the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. 877-42-LIBERTY. Liberty Law Group. Trial attorneys you can trust.
Jumpstart your summer to the max. Walk into any Max Tan in Lincoln and get a $5 standing tan session or a $5 red light wellness booth session. Your summer tan starts today with $5 sessions at Max Tan with 3 Lincoln locations.
Hey there, this is Paul Scheel, owner of High Electric. I want to thank our friends and loyal customers and introduce High Electric to those looking for a new electrician. We've been serving the Lincoln and Omaha area for over 30 years, from design to install, upgrades, and repair. If you are a homeowner or a small business needing some electrical work, call us at 402-466-6606 or check us out at hyelectric.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
Lincoln's go-to for fun isn't new. It's a place that's been a staple of the city for years and is only getting better. Madsen's Bowling and Billiards always has open bowling available with no long lines, unlike other centers. They have live music almost every weekend and great food at EJ's Bar and Lounge, with seating for 150 people. They have popular meals like the EJ Burger, pizza for the whole family, and famous EJ's Wings. Contact Sarah to book a party for friends, coworkers, or family at Madsen's Bowling and Billiards just south of 48th and Holdridge.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread's Central Tire Pros just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread's Central Tire Pros because we tread differently. The end of the school year is drawing near, which means graduation parties are coming soon. Are you prepared for hosting? Führer's Cheese Spread is the dip that brings everyone together to celebrate graduations and the close to a great school year. And it goes well with crackers, meats, soups, and more. How could you consider throwing a party without it? Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Führer's Cheese Spread. No graduation party is complete without it.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Your Nebraska Lottery announces the 2025 NASCAR Powerball Playoff. And it's a great way to get on track for a chance to win $1,000. From May 27th to June 23rd, buy $2 of Powerball, enter the voucher number online, and you could be one of 20 winners of $1,000 and a chance to win a VIP trip to the NASCAR Championship weekend at Phoenix Raceway. Roar into any Nebraska Lottery retailer and buy $2 of Powerball today. Powerball top prize odds 1 in 292 million.
Wake up, Lincoln.
I overslept. Damn rooster didn't crow.
It's time for Early Break, sponsored by Midwest Bank. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I'm wrong, but I'm not.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
If I were a feral cat.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
You get one team. Mine's the Houston Oilers. I'm not the Texans and I'm not the Titans. So I'm out.
This is Early Break.
Welcome back to Hour 2 on a Wednesday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Hour 2 is always sponsored by our friends at Midwest Bank. Member FDIC. Location in South Lincoln at 27th and Jamie Lane, also at 70th and Pioneers. We know that Shin Daddy is off until, I believe you said tomorrow.
He's back tomorrow.
Back tomorrow?
He's back in the state. Him and Tamara are back in the state. Should have arrived last night.
Well, they've been away.
They've been away. Yes, they've been out in Oregon. They've been in Oregon and having a little vacation time,
like another
with
country.
all the kids. Yes. So, but he'll be back tomorrow. So, big day for Shin Daddy tomorrow to have things going at Midwest Bank.
Sure, he's well rested, prepared.
Yes, very well.
He's ready to go. Vacation.
Although I will say this, we all know this. It is phenomenal how when you get back from vacation, how you're so shot.
You're so tired.
I mean, you can't even move. They'll, hey, you're rested? No, I'm not. I'm really not. The only way you rest on vacation is a staycation.
Just don't do anything.
Don't do anything. And then you come back rested. If not, you're just exhausted. Your guess is what?
You like staycations.
That would be my dream. Yes, that would be my
Where
dream.
you going, Bill? Absolutely nowhere.
Nowhere. Right here.
My couch.
It'd be awesome. Love to do nothing. No experiences.
It's not like you do nothing a lot, though.
There's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why we have idle chit chat.
Yeah.
we do.
Yes. Do the voice again, Steve. Do it one more
Big
time.
Mike.
Oh, I think we have a little mouse.
How'd you respond to when he said that? Like
2-liter bottle of Mountain Dew and 2 steaks.
Busted. Yeah. He's grilling 2 steaks. No, I don't need anything. I'm good. Who said anything about you?
Big Mike.
Big Mike. Try the bread. You want the bread pudding.
Occasionally he'd get an envelope from his grandma in Nevada, and he'd look at it and say, "Oh, Mother Vegas, here I come." He'd off to Vegas he'd go.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah, it was a great life.
Thanks to Midwest Bank for sponsoring Hour 2. 464-5685. Call or text as always. The there's some SEC spring meetings going on in Destin.
Is that what's going
now?
on?
Because I'm reading Brett Murphy's timeline. There's all sorts of ADs and coaches speaking down there.
Okay, I didn't know that.
There's a variety of things to hit on, but I saw from Steve Sarkisian, of course, the Texas head coach, back-to-back semifinal appearances in the college football playoff.
Yes,
was asked about the future of the sport and potentially undefeated champions. The last we'd had one. Michigan was undefeated. They were 15-0 back in 2023, just 2 years ago.
15-0.
So, I mean, in previous years, again, Michigan 2023, Georgia 2022, and even Bama in 2020 were undefeated. Steve Sarkisian says, quote, I don't think we'll see an undefeated champion again. It's so difficult to stay healthy for so long. This idea that someone is going to go 16-0 in college football, if so, put a statue up. End quote from Steve Sarkisian. Do you think, do you agree with him that we are past the time of an undefeated champion ever happening again?
Well, odds are it's very hard. But those teams you mentioned in the year before Alabama was LSU.
Yep, 2019, correct.
All of those teams probably would have won 16. Probably would have. It would have been hard to say they wouldn't have won it. So there's a chance of it. He had mentioned, right, because of roster size.
There was a
comment in there.
There's a different,
because
of
roster size is one of them. I just believe the high level, when you get to the playoffs, the high level of competition in playoff games will make it more difficult. And so everything about it will be more difficult. Especially if eventually, like Trev Albert said, if they go to 9 games, he wants 9 games of conference in the SEC but only if you get the 4 AQs. That's the only way that he wants the 9 games. If not, he doesn't want that. But if the SEC now goes to 9 instead of 8, that's more wear and tear on leagues. That'll make it harder. And so, to say it's going to be difficult, it will be.
He's right.
Won't shock me that one team hits it. That
hits the big one.
That is able to go
17-0.
There's a chance of it, but think about it, it's really hard.
God.
The difference is between the NFL and college is that when those teams we make this runs, the potential runs that have, everything's the same in the NFL. Same salary cap, same everything.
Absolutely.
That's not the truth because all schedules aren't the same. There's a chance if you have regular season, you might look back and say, listen, we've got 3 to 4 games. Right now, if you're some teams you look at and you say, okay, we have 3 or 4 games that are really going to be pretty dicey. The other ones aren't. And so that gives you a chance for it to actually happen, where the NFL is so much harder just because of everything on the same playing field.
God dang. But Texas would have had to win 17. If they were going to win the championship, they would have had to win 17. Rudy's flashing the horns up, by the way. Rudy, what are we doing?
He had a Texas shirt on yesterday. He's obviously a big Texas fan in Nebraska.
They would have had to win 17. Nebraska, for context, won 13 in 1997, 13-0. 13. Now it's 17. For some teams, if you have a conference title game, Ohio State lost 2, still won. I like what Sark said, though. I mean,
he's not like out of bounds by any stretch.
Not out of bounds. And the thing I appreciate about Sark a lot is that so their quarterback went down for a period, Ewers, right? Couple games. Also lost 2 left tackles.
Running back was beat up too.
Running back was beat up. And what am I getting at? No excuses. No excuses. I love that. I hate the other part. Well, I mean, we lost so and so. We lost so. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're going to lose people in football. It happens.
It happens. Yeah,
it's a game of attrition. I don't want to hear it. All right. So yeah, Sark, I really admire him. I also like what he said about Arch.
What did he say?
Arch Manning. Sarkisian, I don't know. The guy's very appealing to me. The way he manages his team. He said, I think about the exposure that Arch Manning gets. Just the day-to-day kind of freak show that it could be. But he says he wants Arch to have a good experience. He said a guy like Arch in this instance, I want to make sure he enjoys this experience. the pressure is going to be ungodly. He's already a Heisman favorite, which I don't quite understand. Right? He's only played 2 games, but he says we have to put up guardrails for him, and so he can enjoy this experience. If the head coach doesn't manage it, it could be hell for a quarterback like him.
So there was a very interesting take from Aaron Murray. Did you guys read that?
No, former Georgia quarterback.
Aaron Murray, the former Georgia.
And I hope I'm not off. I'm 99% of this. It was Aaron Murray that said it. Was that his take on is like wait and see. He's a big time wait and see on Archman. He's like, I don't see it. He goes, he's not. That's what I don't see it. He said, if he's so good, how could he not beat out a 7th round draft pick? And his statement is somewhat.
What's wrong with that? It's a good point.
It's a good point. He really made a great point. Because everybody else is on the, and he's like, hang on now. If he's so good, because Quinn Ewers did not play great.
No,
it was not great. And he ended up being, like I said, he went through everything there was and did everything the right way, and still was a 7th round draft pick.
It does make you wonder.
So it makes you wonder a little bit. Why was that? Was that because what was the reasoning for it? So I just thought it was an interesting.
No, it's a really interesting take.
And
that was Aaron Murray, correct?
And I think it was in when I first heard it, I go, that's a really intelligent take. It really is. You sit there and go, hang on now, because most places you kind of look at it, and there's certain times that people just go, hey, we got to move on here because of things that happen. Now, at the same time, is it always the best thing for you to move on? Because it wasn't at K-State. I mean, they sent Will Howard out the door, and they sent him to a national championship, and the K-State was okay. I mean, Avery Johnson, who I said,
good player,
he's a good player, but it didn't go.
No,
they were playing on it being better than what it went.
Yeah. I mean, what I saw of Arch Manning last year, it didn't freak me out. Like I thought, okay, he's fine, but I didn't think Heisman. Oh, he's going to win the Heisman. I didn't see it. So Aaron Murray, that makes sense to me what he said.
Yeah, I thought it was and plus the reason it's a good take, not really a good take, but I enjoy it because the other side, imagine the pushback right away that he got on that because they're like I said, he's a Heisman finalist. It is the talk of
kind of weird
at
though,
that,
right?
and so but to have that conversation when he said it, I go didn't think of that way. Completely makes sense. How is that?
You know what the beauty is? We're gonna find out.
You know what? Let it play out.
Well, we'll find out in the SEC.
We will.
We'll find out when he plays. Well, who they play? They play right off the bat.
You have Ohio State.
The Ohio State.
Off the bat, yeah.
We'll know quite a bit about Arch Manning.
Yeah.
We will.
I think a lot of it because of the Heisman Trophy is because of Sarkisian. Hey, Texas is talented. He's a play caller. He does this. So those all add up.
100.
They all add up.
Yeah. He's playing for Sark. He'll probably have some talent around.
Both teams have new quarterback. Arch Manning and Julian Sain, the quarterback likely at Ohio State.
Likely.
For week 1.
Wow.
Big noon kickoff.
Wake up for the best game of the season, maybe. Week 1. First game of the
I'm okay with it. I know it's not popular on the
stool. Hey, set the alarm. We have a game in the morning.
Stop it. Well, you don't have to set the alarm. We're up at noon.
Good news is that Nebraska already has played, so there's no game for Nebraska.
Oh,
that
God.
Day. You can watch football the whole day.
Yes,
without having to be covering Nebraska.
You know what?
Lucky
I hadn't
you.
thought of that.
You could have watched.
Nice thought.
You could have watched the whole week 1 slate on Saturday.
I could be like you guys.
Yeah.
That's
watching ball.
weird.
Oh, is this the shot about not having a job again? Well, you can't wait. You can't wait.
You can't help.
You can't wait.
Not. You guys.
Boy, you hold on to that one just like I hope he lays one up for me. There it is, like that. Yeah, he'd be like you guys, like Bill doesn't have a job.
But Jake's in the conversation too.
Remember your Saturdays? You used to be busy coaching. Now you're not.
Oh, come on.
That's not what I meant.
Interesting.
I meant that I could watch
it's okay.
on Saturday.
It's okay. No, we all get it. We all get it.
Shots fired every day.
Jake was in that conversation.
Yeah, you're better than me. I know.
It wasn't that.
I didn't say that.
I wasn't. I just get. I don't.
I'm going to start on 4.
I'm going
to start on 4.
There's 2 military people. I don't have many Saturdays where I can watch football. That's all I was saying. I don't. I hardly ever. And I hadn't even thought about it. Thursday game.
That's a late game.
Hell, I can watch on Friday.
There's a really good chance. I really hope the game's over noon. Because
see, what if I said I can watch on Friday? It wouldn't involve you at all in that conversation. I can watch
it's
Friday.
Too late.
You've already lost the conversation there.
I need that Nebraska to be in control by halftime because I do not want to stay up until midnight.
Yeah, but
on Thursday night,
like 11:30.
Yeah, that's a late night. That game. First of all,
what's the average game time?
Kickoff. It's like 3.5 hours,
right?
And the game's going to kick off about 8:00.
It's
8:09.
Yeah,
it's
midnight.
It's gonna.
I'll be writing
midnight.
at 2:00.
Yeah, it's going to be a rough night.
Yeah,
can't wait. Should be a fun day, but yeah.
East Coast will not be watching.
A lot of caffeine.
Are we doing the show the next day?
Yes,
you
absolutely.
guys are doing the show the next day.
Well, I'll be in KC. You know, we're doing the show the next day.
Oh well, you just gave me this look.
We discussed this already. If you know, caffeine.
Okay.
Coffee up. Coffee up.
So it'll just be me sitting there by myself.
Hey guys,
in the
talk
studio,
about
Rudy. In the studio.
I'll still be on the show. Just won't be in.
It'll just be you in
It'll just be me in here. Yeah. Yes,
we'll be okay. We'll survive. When we come back, Bill's Thrills next. An early break on the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Midwest Bank. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, Livy Dunn.
To the graduating class of 2025, today we celebrate all of our hard work, late nights, and the most craveable Raising Cane's chicken fingers and cane sauce that got you through it. Get out there and commemorate this moment with a grad plush puppy. Net proceeds from these paws go to a good cause. So whether you're graduating with honors or just happy to have survived finals, go forth and treat yourself to Raising Cane's and take home the cutest classmate ever. Because you've earned it. Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
There are great Mexican restaurants all over town, but there is one that is especially worth the drive from any part of town. Tacos Los Hermanos at 70th and Havelock. Cool off this summer with a delicious horchata or other special drinks, and grab one of their famous taco boxes for a group of friends or coworkers to enjoy, full of birria tacos and many other options. Don't forget their great desserts like tres leches, flan, and cheesecake. Get to Tacos Los Hermanos for lunch or dinner today at 70th and Havelock in Lincoln. At Fairway Meat Market, you're family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Now through June 1st, enjoy USDA Choice Beef Short Ribs for $6.99 per pound. Buy 5, get 5 free on tenderized pork loin slices, 8-ounce USDA Choice New York Strip Steaks, $9.99 each, and 8-ounce bags of Fairway potato chips, 2 for $3. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
In today's digital world, technology works great until it doesn't. At Hamilton, we work to keep your business up and running. We are more than an IT company. We're your partner, focused on customized solutions that set you up for success now and in the future. Say goodbye to tech stress and unexpected IT costs when you hire Hamilton. Together, we help you focus on what really matters. Hamilton Business Technologies. Real people, real technology solutions. Connect with us at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Cobble Chevrolet GMC, and they're having the biggest hail sale they've ever had. A huge opportunity is at your front door right now. Some of these cars we're fixing, some we're not, and some it's totally up to you. New Sierra starting at $15,000 off list. New Canyons at $8,500 off list. New body styles on the Acadias, $3,000 off list. You need to hurry as there's going to be a lot of people heading to Louisville. Check us out at cobblecars.com. Stock numbers G121492, G187747, and G196599.
Take control of your health with the Dash Scan at Advanced Medical Imaging. The Dash Scan is a full-body MRI designed for advanced health screening. This dynamic approach provides exceptionally sharp images across multiple organ systems, helping to detect potential concerns early. With minimal radiation and no invasive procedures, the DASH scan offers a safe, comprehensive look at your health. Plus, results are delivered faster than ever, giving both patients and physicians confidence in screening and diagnosis. Your health is too important to wait. Schedule your DASH scan today at Advanced Medical Imaging. Visit amimaging.com or call 402-484-6677 to learn more.
Rick Heyman here from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. I want to personally thank our great customers for voting us once again the best of Lincoln. At the same time, we're celebrating our 120th year in business in the great state of Nebraska. You can count on Sartor Heyman for the very best quality, value, and customer service. When it comes to your jewelry needs, visit us at South Point, Grand Island, and the Outlet in downtown Lincoln. Visit us today at sartorheyman.com, and thank you for your continued trust after all these years.
You grew up on cereal for breakfast and you graduated into drinking coffee at some point as an adult. Now there's a place in Lincoln where you can stay caffeinated but eat like you used to. Control Coffee and Cereal Bar brings Saturday morning vibes to every day with locally roasted specialty coffees, Lotus energy drinks, and tons of breakfast cereals with toppings. And did we mention they have video games to play while you're there too? Control Coffee and Cereal Bar open 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday and 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. on the weekends at 15th and Pine Lake.
The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeyman electricians from $32.50 to $42.50 per hour with paid benefits. And if you're looking for a new career, they're hiring apprentices at $19.50 per hour with paid benefits. Call the office at 402-423-4497 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, patchy fog this morning, then a slight chance of showers this afternoon. Otherwise, cloudy skies with a high near 69. Tonight, a chance of showers with a low near 51. Tomorrow, a chance of showers in the afternoon. Otherwise, partly sunny with light winds and a high near 72. I'm meteorologist Kyle Flecker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We're on the air.
Back.
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
To more of Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry.
Finance.
Currency, a Sandhills global company.
Money.
They offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. Also a 4.5-day work week, attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more today.
Imagine they have the ability to manage money. Huh? Steve, can you imagine that?
I can't imagine.
I can't imagine it either. That's what I mean. That's why I wish I had this opportunity back in the day. I wish I was leaving Nebraska Wesleyan and I had a Carson shot in my life. I wish I had that.
You were just fine.
Wish I had a Carson shot that said, hey, like that.
Here's what we're
currency.
I know. I kind of wish that too.
Wish I'd have had someone like that in my life. And guess what? Today's kids do. And it's not all kids either. You might just be in a career like that going, you know what? This fits me. I might be mid-30s. All of a sudden, guess what? This isn't all just fresh out of college either.
No,
Carson made that very clear.
Did he?
It's open up for everyone. And also the applications are rolling in. And I said, it gives them a chance to hire the best of the best.
And you saw it.
I saw it live. I was there. I was there. I was on campus. I saw the organizational skills. We saw hams getting handed out in incredible fashion by Schaefer. Talked us through the spiral ham. That tells you all you need to know about about currency. The ham.
Hey, you were there though. They took you on a tour.
And Jim Hansen
last week, right? That was just
last week. Jim Hansen, a pillar of the community,
He works at.
He's right there with probably 2 or 3. I mean, he's right there. When they sit in the boardroom, Jim's at the big table.
Jeez.
Yeah, Jim's at the big table. He runs this whole thing. Yes.
Finance.
GoCurrency.com/careers. Check it out today. It's time for a Wednesday edition of Bill's Thrills.
The Thrills.
Here we go.
Some call him the most interesting man in the world.
That is setting up the morel mushroom
Yes.
bonanza.
Oh,
yeah.
is it gonna be bonanza?
Mushrooms grow better with thunder and lightning.
Others call him Coach. But to everyone else, he's Bill.
I want to get one of those military ab stimulators for us to wear during the show. You see, I sent you today.
It's time for Bill's Thrills on Early Break.
Yes, Bill's Thrills, sponsored by our friends at Trados, the grain marketing
The
crop
DOS.
insurance gurus. Check out their website at gotrados.com, GOTREDAS.com. Wildcard Wednesday today, Bill. What's on your mind today?
Okay. A little
locked in.
something new.
Oh.
Something new for Wildcard Wednesday, which will come up occasionally. Not going to promise it every week.
We're locked in.
Things that intrigue me. Things that intrigue
Is this what we're
me.
going to do?
Yes, and a little new segment maybe. Things that intrigue me.
Okay.
Travel. No need to stop. We got the top. No need to stop. We got the top. The decision and the evolution of the car top carrier mesmerizes me. If you go back, when you just, first of all,
I'm with you.
what do you guys think? Let's get a car top carrier. We're going on vacation. When you make the decision as a family to get the car top carrier, you've made a big decision in your life. What we're going to do. I want you to think back, Steve, to the day, go back into the 70s, 80s. The car top carrier was just a piece of metal that was on top of your car with suction cups and a couple straps to put it on. And you made your own tarp. So when they go whipping by you on the interstate, there'd be tarps flapping.
Yep.
There'd be like sheets. It was the car top carrier.
It made you wonder.
It was wonder. It was like, okay, the only option we have to get down the road, we need a car top carrier. They made the decision. They went to Gamble's and they got a car top. They had to assemble it. We went to Gamble's store and they assembled it. And if it was whipping down there was no cover to it. There was no anything. This was not planned out. But you made the decision.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget now, Jake, there were some cars like the station wagon that had one built in on the top of their car. It came factory made car top carrier where you would just strap stuff to the top of your car. Tell me the last time you did that.
I haven't.
Tell me the last time you strapped.
I never have.
When you made the decision as a family, we're going to strap stuff to the top of the car to get to the Grand Canyon. Amazing thought. Now,
have you done it?
What's that? We did one time. Went to vacation. I think it was Minnesota. We had a smaller vehicle, and Dad got the car top carrier. Remember it well. And then you'd make like your own little foam pieces so it wouldn't rub or different things. You had to do a lot of your own mastermind to make this thing work.
Did it work?
It did work. But I can still see car top carriers whipping down the highway with things flapping. Oh, yeah. That was common to see that happen. And you could also in the car. I remember in the car with one. You could hear it. You could hear it like whipping things like.
I never experienced that.
I remember the whipping one time. Now it's like a space shuttle. The thing is, it looks like it was made out. Like it's going to Mars.
Okay.
Now
so
they have the
case.
Now
it's
a case. It's pre-made. It's and also
I know exactly what you're talking
about. And now
it's
aerodynamic. Also, it's built. It's built for speed. Doesn't affect your gas mileage.
Yeah, you can't have a box up.
You can't have a box up there. Before it was just a box. That was it. There was no thought of how to make this handle better into the wind. No, now it's not. Now it's aerodynamic.
Okay.
It's set and built. But when you made the decision, what do we need to do? We're going to the Grand Canyon. We need a car. We need a car top carrier. Okay, let's get one. What do we do now? I don't know. And you had to, and there was no one
stuff.
You just tied stuff to it.
That was the idea.
That was the idea. Just tie stuff to the roof of your car.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you had to stop somewhere, you had to take everything off because it might just get stolen. So everything had to come off. You'd see like suitcases, like just stuff shoved in there.
Flying around.
Oh, it was better times, Jake. Better times.
Do we see? I'd like to see one drive by right now. There's a lot of cars on O Street right now.
There's one right there. Boom.
There's one.
It went by within 1 second.
Yeah,
that was the aerodynamic one.
That was
black.
We just saw
Black was exactly how I envisioned it. Right there.
Like it was meant to be.
It was like it was meant to
timed
be.
it up perfectly.
Sip said, "I'd like to see one." Did you see it out the window over there? It was incredible.
Rudy saw. I saw it for sure.
No, I saw it.
I saw it,
but I didn't see it. I didn't set that up. Is what I'm saying.
But this,
it was.
I was
there. It was. It was aerodynamic.
Aerodynamic. But if you just saw them back in the day, does any breakers remember back in the day what they looked like? Because it was phenomenal in the 70s and 80s. You saw them, and it didn't change until maybe like 15 years ago.
Well, we have a text. We have a text here on the text line. This is an unnamed texter says, "Good call. We had one growing up going to the Outer Banks. It was a giant bag instead of a hard case.
just a bag. Just a bag, and you just tied it to the roof of your car. That was it. How are we going to get there? Don't worry about it. Just
Bags.
tie this to the roof of your car.
Bag's not a bad idea.
Not a bad idea at all. That was well thought out.
I mean, there would be some aerodynamic to the bag.
The bag would help.
Will and Fullerton says, just call him Coach Bill Griswold over there. Clark
fun.
Griswold, Bill Griswold.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Better times.
Vacation. Sean P said we had one. We called it the turtle.
The turtle.
Turtle.
There you go. Yeah. When you have
Sean
one,
P?
and when your dad decides, hey, get the car top carrier out. That was a big deal. That was a really big deal. I can still see the one that we had.
No, you just a rack just
The
went
rack
by.
just went by. Yeah, one that was pre-made. What else you got,
That
Jay?
was a pre-made one.
Better times from Kevin. He says, LOL, my modern Thule is much, much better and safer.
What's it called?
Thule.
I don't know. There's another one.
Thule.
See, now I'm.
That's Kevin again. Kevin.
You're seeing them.
Well, then you saw the other thing you would see sometimes, which did nothing for me, it was the ski racks. I'm like, okay, people have ski racks on the top, and that's pretty simple. You just strap them on there, and that's easy. When you decide that you had to shove, when you got to the Holiday Inn, when you got to the Holodome, and you had to unload the top of your car to get the bags out and stuff, that was better times. Better times.
Big Ty says it's now $600 or more for a roof rack at this point.
A roof rack.
Roof
I
rack.
like that.
So I wonder how much that one cost that we saw. That's probably $600.
Oh, that was a top end one.
nice.
That was top end. I bet we got ours for like $12.
Yeah.
Like
Jeff the Texter says, used one last summer on our annual trip to Ponca State Park. Cloth one, suitcases and fishing poles. It worked great. They had a cloth one.
Cloth one. Nice. If you have a photo of that, please text that in. Is there a photo of that? And just, I'm telling you right
There's
now,
a lot of them.
when you go to make that move to load that thing up, the dad has a lot going on. He has a lot going on with that to get that thing organized.
You're right. A lot of them are built in now that
Yeah.
you see. We're downtown, so you see a lot of cars whipping by.
David, the dad, says we had one and we put an orange tarp over it and called it the Blob.
The Blob.
The Blob.
Orange tarp over it.
Yeah. Usually the ones that we bought back in that time didn't have any sort of waterproofing, so you made your own. You made your own waterproofing system, and that was never good. That's when the things started flapping pretty good.
You hope for no rain.
Yes, you're really hoping for no rain.
Right. I mean, if it rains,
Yeah.
And if it does, what happens then?
Yeah.
It's not
Well,
good.
I
It's
mean,
not good.
Not
you
good.
have to deal with.
Yeah, you get through it.
Now this has opened up my eyes to this. Now you've done it, because now I'm going to be looking at racks all the time on cars.
We go to break. We just go to break.
What? I meant on. You guys are terrible.
No,
Like,
we'd have been
fine.
great. We'd have been
That was
fine.
all you.
We'd have been fine if you wouldn't have said on cars at the end. If you just would have said, yeah.
I have to say that because you guys exist in ninth grade.
Oh, we're the problem. That's it. We're the problem. Me and Jake are the problem. We're the problem.
Well, I mean, you never made it out of ninth grade, apparently. We're talking about racks on cars. That's what we're talking about. I'm not even
Better
giving,
times.
I'm not even giving you ninth grade on this. Seventh.
Joe in Boulder says, bring it back.
I mean it. You guys are terrible.
Right
Yeah,
now.
because you're terrible. You haven't made. You didn't mature.
No one who did it.
You didn't mature.
Joe in Boulder says, bringing back memories from 1985, driving to Venice Beach with a diesel Oldsmobile with a rooftop carrier, trying to look cool. I don't think we pulled that off with Nebraska 15 county plates. And
Hold it
Venice
now. He
Beach.
had a diesel.
Yep, diesel Oldsmobile.
Didn't know they even had that.
No, didn't either.
No, that's Joe from Boulder. Is that right?
That's Joe from Boulder.
A diesel Olds.
Yes, it had to be.
What that sounded like.
That would be sitting by that at the gas station, stopping to get a salted nut roll.
Payday.
Payday.
Last one here from the Hammer says, my dad used heavy duty trash bags and bungee cords.
Yes.
Yep.
Thank you.
On the way to Minnesota, our luggage flew off the station wagon on I-80.
Oh, see,
Yeah,
there's
it can happen. It's real.
now it gets real.
You think you have it secured, but you're not ready. You're not built for going 75 miles an hour
No.
with it. That's what you think. It's like
or
yeah.
90.
Well, you feel it's like, oh, that's pretty good. All of a sudden, now you're going 90.
Yep.
Yeah, now it's a whole different
Well,
deal.
how about the parking garage issue, honey? We're going to the. You got something on the top of your truck, honey.
Yeah,
Bill, the headline one more time, please.
got it right here. No need to stop. We got the top.
And that is Bill's Thrill, sponsored by Trados. Go Trados.com.
The DOS.
Gotreda.com. as.com. It is time for the game show. We can focus in here.
I'm fine. You guys are
Threw us off with that comment. 402-464-5685. Your chance to win a business box of bagels to Bagels and Joe. It's a wild card Wednesday also. So today's topic, 1970s country songs.
Oh,
I'm going to give you. I'm going to give you.
What are you giving us?
I'm going to give you the song name. You tell me who sang the song.
Okay, I'm not locked up.
Song name, and we got to. Okay,
you tell me either the artist or the group that sang the song.
The artiste.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
I think you know your 1970s country songs. Call us up at 464-5685. Shut Up Simple starts right now.
We've all been there. You're listening to the radio, and then that rage starts to grow inside of you. It starts to consume you. It gets to a point where you just want to yell, "Shut up, Sipple!" No, sorry. I'm sorry. Well, here's your chance. It's time to shut up, Sipple. Call now to play 464-5685. Shut up, Sipple. Brought to you by Bagels and Joe.
All right, 464-5685. Call the takedown. Sip and Bill and trivia. 1970s country songs are topic today. You guys feel all right about this? I would assume.
Yes, we do.
We have we've got a duo calling in today.
What?
That's Brad and Chris from the Baldwin Shop.
Whoa.
Brad and Chris, are you ready? Go ahead.
I got my wheelhouse, Chris. 1970, he's good to go.
Well,
all right.
It's a good lifeline to have.
All right. So you have, how are we going to do this? Just let them collaborate.
Yeah, it's fine. They can collaborate.
Yes.
They're
long time
team
listeners.
today. That's right.
Long time.
First question goes to Brad and Chris. Bill, a lifeline for one question as always for Sip. Brad and Chris, who sang the 1970 country song Is Anybody Going to San Antone?
Or Phoenix, Arizona.
I know this. I got it.
It was once a Bill's Thrills song.
Yeah. You know.
Dang it, I was only tears. I'll just go with, we'll just throw Merle Haggard out there.
Merle Haggard. No.
So Chris didn't know this.
Apparently not.
No, he's rocking. He's rock and roll.
Oh, he's rock
he's
and
not
roll.
70s country.
Bill, now I'll let you do this. No,
I'm
but I don't know.
like drawing a blank on it.
Oh, I think I got it.
Oh, hang on.
If you don't know it, don't
Right.
say.
I think I've got it too. Do you?
Okay, I want. God, it's a hard debate in my head because I think I know it. I want to keep it in my back pocket, but I'm not positive. So that's where I'm.
We could pass, but I have an answer.
No, I don't think we should pass. Go ahead.
Charlie Pride?
Yes.
Brilliant.
Charlie Pride is correct.
Great job.
Yeah, I almost feel like a loss.
Anybody going to San Antonio or Phoenix, Arizona?
That's it.
Beautiful. You got
It's
that
a beautiful song.
So now you're out.
I'm out,
That
but
was-
no,
But he
no,
was
it's worth
utilized
it. We're up
correctly.
1-0. This is our chance, Steve.
Yes. All right, you're on your own now. I know that Bill will definitely want to help out with one of these, but he can't. All right. Sip, first question up 1-0. Who sang the 1978 song Tulsa Time?
Oh.
Also once a Bill's Thrills song.
Yes. Dun, 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 dun.
I'm gonna say Don Williams.
Whoa! Don Williams is correct.
Don Williams.
Don Williams.
The Giant.
2-0 lead for Sip. Brad and Chris,
Oh.
you need this to stay alive.
Yeah, lead down.
To stay alive. What group sang the 1976 country song Let Your Love Flow?
Oh, let your love flow.
Got it.
Bellamy Brothers. The Bellamy
There
Brothers.
you go, Chris.
I had that one too.
Chris, get that one. Right.
Okay, here we go. Now we're in for it.
Now
This is it.
Bill cannot help you. I know
I'm
Bill will
out.
be very sad. He cannot help you with this one. Sip, for the win. Who sang the 1975 country song You Never Even Called Me by My Name?
Stop it!
Ow.
Stop it!
I think this is Bill's favorite song of all
It is
time.
my favorite
Yeah,
song.
this is
So-
great because I'm not positive on this.
He can't help you, though.
It was
Is that Conway Twitty?
No, it's not. Don't say it.
I
Don't
can't
say
think
it.
of his name.
All right, you guys got to get this right, Brad and Chris.
Oh, I can't think of his name. Oh, I can hear it.
5,
5,
Kill me when I hear it.
4.
3.
I got nothing. Go ahead and say
2.
it. Let's go. Oh, I'm gonna freak.
You get no answer at all.
Nope. Go ahead.
All right. I got to give you the horns then. It's a win.
We won.
Bill, what is that answer, of course?
David Allen Coe.
David
Oh,
Allen
didn't
Coe.
know that.
David Allen Cole.
The only time I know our hero David.
So, Fred and Chris, thanks for calling in and calling on the road, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, guys.
All right.
Hey,
Thank you.
Good hearing from you.
That was a nice game show by Jay.
1970s. It always gets the job done. Charlie Pride died in December of 2020. How old was he, Bill?
79.
Sip.
Charlie Pride died when?
And 2020. December of 2020.
Put a good number out there. Probably a little older. 83.
86 years old.
Okay.
Charlie Pride, born in 1934.
How about that?
Nice win today. Well done. When we come back, hour 3, Sean Callahan is next on Early Break on the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Midwest Bank. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Nebco is hiring CDL drivers for ready-mixed concrete in Lincoln. With 3 plants across the city, there are plenty of opportunities to start or grow your driving career. They offer great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they cover the cost of CDL training. Apply today and receive a $2,500 hiring bonus. Since 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today with ready-mixed concrete. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Country music star Rodney Atkins will be performing at the Icebox on Friday, June 20th. Tickets start at $30 and doors open at 7 p.m. The capacity is only 3,000, so don't wait. Buy your tickets at LincolnStars.com today before it sells out.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, 2-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at WindowWorldLincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
Midwest Bank is now hiring in Lincoln. They have multiple banking positions open and are looking for dynamic individuals passionate about helping others and building relationships. With a family-friendly culture, competitive benefits, and unique perks, Midwest Bank is a great place to start a new career. Apply today at midwest.bank. Midwest Bank is an equal opportunity employer, member FDIC.
Give your furnace a break with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows. Heartland of Nebraska Windows offers a free estimate, full window replacements, all vinyl triple pane windows, and a lifetime warranty of everything, while still keeping their prices affordable. Sounds too good to be true, right? Heartland of Nebraska Windows is locally and family owned with their own team of installers. Give the window experts at Heartland of Nebraska Windows a call today at 402-430-3852 or visit them online at heartlandofnebraskawindows.com. Elevate your home or business with the help of Heartland of Nebraska Windows today.
93.7 The Ticket is your home for every Kansas City Royals baseball game. Bobby Witt Jr., Salvador Perez, Vinny Pasquantino, and the rest of the Royals attempt to make the postseason for the second season in a row. And you can hear all the action on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Your home for Kansas City Royals baseball.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global.
Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Western Sand and Gravel is hiring for a variety of positions at their sand and gravel plants near Ashland. Apply today and receive a $2,500 hiring bonus. Available positions include plant operators, dredge operators, and shop service technicians. They offer great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, paid holidays, and paid time off. No matter your experience level, on-the-job training is available to help you build a rewarding career with Western Sand and Gravel. Start your career today. Visit westernsand.com.
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal and a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks? Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
Wake up, Lincoln.
Good morning. Good morning. It's great to stay up late.
It's time for Early Break, presented by NEBCO. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I like Stone.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
And here comes a sandwich from God.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
Hey, somebody grab me a mocha quick, would you?
This is Early Break.
Welcome back to Hour 3 on a Wednesday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Hour 3 is sponsored by our friends at NEBCO, now hiring at Ready Mix Concrete. Check out their job openings at NEBCOinc.com. We're now joined by Husker Alliance Sean Callahan. Sean, good morning. Last night, Troy Dannon spoke on radio, and I think you heard a collective sigh of relief from the fan base when he said that Valentino's, Runza, and Fairway Hot Dogs will stay. Did you hear that same sigh I heard, Sean, from the fan base? Sigh of relief.
I'll tell you, if you're Airmark, the new concession and in-stadium food provider, that would be like the first kiss of death for you to just come in and immediately, throw them out of the stadium. So I'm glad that they got that worked out. I'm also excited, though, to see what else are going to have in the stadium and, seeing kind of the concessions being modernized and, bring in more offerings and obviously the alcohol setups and what that's going to look like. It was exciting and interesting to hear about the Hawks Indoor Center. They're going to utilize that as a giant tailgate indoor deal for every game. Now, what I don't know is if that's going to be part of the stadium or will that be outside the stadium, meaning like at halftime, could you go in there? We know there's no re-entry, and that's been another controversial talking point. Nebraska was probably the only stadium I've ever seen in the modern day post 9/11 world where you could leave, and then come back in as long as it was before the fourth quarter. There no longer will be re-entry into the stadium with the alcohol sales and some of the safety concerns. So at halftime, the concourses and the concession areas are going to get even more crowded as there's going to be a lot of people scrambling around that probably used to leave the stadium to go to their tailgate and come back in for the third quarter.
I'm sort of embarrassed that we couldn't answer this question earlier on the stool. Is there more? When we talk about alcohol sales, is it more than beer? What else are they going to be selling?
I don't know that as far. I haven't heard anything about hard liquor in Memorial Stadium. I know they have hard liquor at PBA though.
Oh, they do.
But I would imagine seltzers and beer are going to be in the stadium. Call me crazy, but I can't imagine you're going to want like a glass of wine in Memorial Stadium.
I don't know.
You never know.
I don't know.
But yeah, I would say beer and seltzers. Airmark is with Arrowhead Stadium, and I've talked to some people in the local beer industry, and Airmark is known to be teamed up with Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light, and those providers in their venues. But there's some hope that a local beer will be in the stadium as well. Maybe Zipline or somebody like that will have a beer as well. Falstaff.
That'd be nice.
It'd be incredible.
What can you sell? I mean, what kind of hard liquor can you sell in a can? Can you do it? Is there something like that you can do?
Yeah, they make like Jack and Coke in the can. And,
that's what I thought.
You can't have Coke in the stadium though if they're Pepsi.
True. That's true. That's a problem.
But I have not heard anything on hard liquor, so I wouldn't want to say yes or no on that. But we know I've just heard the word beer, and over time, I think they want to get taps in the stadium.
Taps,
because there is more money to be made on tap beer versus obviously canned beer, and the mess that canned beer can cause. I mean, I'll never forget the Garth Brooks concert, and they were cleaning that up for a week. There were so many cans in the stadium.
That was a fun night, though, Sean. That was a fun night at Garth Brooks.
3 days to get Jake taken care of.
Joined by Husker Lions Sean Callahan. Sean, we also heard from Troy Dannon that about 62,000 tickets sold so far for Nebraska Cincinnati August 28th in Arrowhead. Do you expect that to be sold out by game time?
If it's not sold out, it's going to be close. And I do think Ticketmaster will get aggressive to market and probably offer some deals on those lower price tickets. They already did a Memorial Day special that I saw on like my Facebook feed where, tickets were discounted a little bit, like 10% off or 15, 20% off, whatever the price was. So would it surprise me as we get closer, some of those upper deck seats, which by the way, at Arrowhead's a good seat. I mean, you're right over the field. I mean, you're looking right on the action. So some of those seats may seem like they're not good seats if you're a fan looking, but they're good seats. I mean, you're just up high, but you're right on the field. 62,000 is a good number because these aren't cheap tickets either. I mean, if you're looking online, the prices are, what you'd pay to go to an NFL game in an NFL stadium. But I have to think both sides are happy. Initially, the game was going to be in Lucas Oil Stadium, which its capacity was 67,000. And people I spoke with around Cincinnati, I don't think anyone thought they'd come close to filling Lucas Oil. Well, this number already has it on track to be well past what 67,000 would have been at Lucas Oil. So the money that Cincinnati is going to make and Nebraska is going to be far bigger at this game than what it was going to be before when the game was going to be in Indianapolis.
Stay on the 2025 football schedule. Walk me through the conversation that would lead to Nebraska playing a night game against Iowa on Black Friday.
Well, there's an NFL game at 2 that day.
Okay.
And so that's kind of put a wrench in Black Friday college football the last 2 years. It's taken away that traditional 2 or 3 o'clock window. A lot of, the networks don't want to compete against that, even though the game's on prime. So last year and the year before, we've seen an 11 a.m. CBS window. Nebraska 2 years ago when they played Iowa and Lincoln, that was the window they played in. Okay. Then last year, Wisconsin played Minnesota in that window.
Okay.
There's been a NBC night game window the previous 2 years. 2 years ago, they convinced Michigan State to move its season finale senior day game into Detroit to the Silverdome the day after the Lions play their Thanksgiving game, and they played Penn State. Penn State agreed to a Friday game, which they're one of the ones that doesn't have to play these games evidently, as long as the game was played indoors. And then the next year, Nebraska obviously played Iowa this past year at night. Mm-hmm. So if I'm Troy Dan and I'm telling the networks, put us at night. We love it. Let's do it. It'd be great for traveling fans that want to get here and enjoy their holiday over Thanksgiving. But it could still be an 11 a.m. game too. And it also might depend on what the windows are. I mean, it's always not a guarantee that CBS and NBC are going to have windows, but that's been the case, how they've done it the last 2 years.
So what do you think? What's the percentage chance of Nebraska playing at night against Iowa on Black Friday?
I mean, I'm going to give it like a 55% chance. Again, because I don't know who the other Black Friday game is going to be. Okay. Are they going to make Wisconsin and Minnesota do it again? Or who will be the other team that agrees to it? What if UCLA, USC agree to it? And that would make more sense to play that game at night in Nebraska, Iowa. I mean, there's a lot of ways they could do that, but a UCLA, USC, because correct me if I'm wrong, that's the weekend those teams play. The rivalry weekend. So I think that would be, it just depends on what they put as that second Black Friday game. And like that game I mentioned would be one that would bump it off. And that is the Thanksgiving weekend game. So that one would make some sense. If they agreed to play on Black Friday, it's at USC. That would be a great night game for NBC. So a lot will again depend on who the team is that agrees to move.
So Sean Callahan. Sean, June obviously a very busy month for camps for Nebraska. You wrote about the Adidas Boneyard recruiting event next week. Could be one of Nebraska's biggest ever. Why do you say that? How many recruits are going to be in town?
Well, this thing's kind of happened quickly, but they're going to have 16 top 7-on-7 teams. And when I say top 7-on-7 teams, think about like AAU basketball when you hear like the EYBL Nike teams that are loaded with like 4 and 5 stars. Well, there is a world of 7-on-7 that exists. Adidas has a lot of these teams that play. Well, 11 of Adidas's top teams are going to be here alone, from Miami and Atlanta and California, you name it, all over the country. The top teams from those places are going to be here. We estimate that there could be nearly 50 4- and 5-star recruits on these teams alone from their current rosters. Now, a lot of it will depend, will all these players make it in for the event? But some are 2027 and 2028s, and then you have some 2026s where those could be some of the guys that might be taking official visits on that opening weekend, where a lot of schools are going to be hosting official visitors. I guess this weekend there'll be some visitors out too. But it's going to be a big weekend, and Nebraska's been able to kind of put this thing together within the rules, which is not easy to do. So there has to be an instructional element to the event itself, or they teach them some drills and do some things, but then they'll play pool play, semifinals, and finals, and all of the games are inside Memorial Stadium in the Hawks outdoor, or the inside the Hawks Center, inside Memorial Stadium, and as well as that turf practice field that's directly next to the facility. It's a half field, and that's all you need for 7-on-7. It's completely open to the public. So I know this is something Matt Rule hopes that a lot of Nebraska fans attend, and kind of remember the old school Friday Night Lights, where 6,000 to 8,000 fans were at Friday Night Lights. They're hoping a big crowd can show up and watch these events. The first thing these recruits will do, guys, when they get here, they'll check in, but they'll immediately have a meal at Nebraska's brand new training table. So they want to roll that out and show these guys everything that Nebraska has to offer with the facilities. And they have to pay for that meal, by the way. I mean, there's rules with that too. They have to pay $10 to eat. But they're going to do all they can to kind of roll it out and make sure they get on the radar, maybe of some of these guys for the future.
And that's June, you say June 6th.
Correct. Friday night.
Okay. Shifting gears quickly to baseball. Nebraska wins 5 straight games to end the season, wins the Big Ten tournament for the second year in a row. How much did it change the way you look at the job Will Bolt has done over the course of his 6-year tenure?
You think about this, the last 2 years, they've been in elimination situations in the Big Ten tournament 9 times. They're 9-0 in those games.
Elimination.
You think about last year, they lost the opening game. They had to win 5 in a row to win it, and they did. This past year, the Michigan State game was an elimination game. The first game they played, and they played a first-round draft pick, all Big Ten type pitcher, and they won. And every other game from that, Oregon was an elimination game. Penn State was an elimination game, and then a championship game, obviously. Mm-hmm. So they've gone 9-0 in their last 9 Big Ten tournament type elimination games. So it really speaks to a Bolt and the way his teams fight and battle. Yep. And now they're playing with house money. And you heard Troy Daniel last night say Nebraska baseball has gone through a lot with the pitching injuries they suffered and the long West Coast trip that kind of derailed their season early. The pitching situation kind of, not only did it mess up their Fridays, he goes, it impacted their Saturdays and their Sundays and what they did, and even spilled in the midweeks. by just trying to figure out your weekly pitchers. And they've been able to get that and they have what appears to be at least two very good starters right now going into the regional, and Jackson Brockett and Ty Horn. And the bullpen's pitch at a high level, and Rob Childress is doing Rob Childress things, which I think we expected when he took this job to be the pitching coach.
Yep. And God, they caught a massive break too, Sean, against Michigan State. Just caught a sports break. You get those sometimes, and that was a gift from God when that guy dropped that ball.
Dropped the third out, the final out of the game.
Yeah. Yeah. And here they are in Chapel Hill. What do you expect from Chapel Hill?
Well, I'd be lying if I acted like I knew, but I think well, Oklahoma is a team that plays in a tough league, and they haven't played great down the stretch, but they have talent. And North Carolina is North Carolina. They're one of the top 10 programs in college baseball year in and year out, and you're going on the road. But there will be a lot of Nebraska fans out there. I do believe that there is a strong contingent in North Carolina and Virginia. In fact, my cousins that you met at the Bull said they're all going from Virginia. They're driving down.
Okay.
Michael and Taylor and my aunt and uncle and I've had numbers of people in that part of the country reach out to me about how do you buy tickets. And I think Nebraska fans are crafty. They were going on the Oklahoma website and buying out of Oklahoma's allotment.
Oh boy.
Nebraska didn't release a public allotment sale because I think their own traveling party, the parents and their people, and basically eat up the tickets. There's really none available. I do think you'll see Nebraska fans find their way in there and have a pretty good presence in North Carolina.
For those who aren't going, though, Sean, this game will be on ESPN Plus. You can't watch it on regular ESPN, ESPN2.
Hulu, Disney.
You got to stream it somewhere on Hulu or Disney. How can they do that for an actual tournament game?
Well, that's the thing. I mean, when you have 16 or 32 first round games going on at one time,
right?
How many ESPN channels are there that are going to air games? I mean, keep in mind the Women's College World Series is going to be going on at the same time. So a lot of these games don't even make ESPN. They're on ESPN2, ESPNU. And I don't know if the SEC network and the ACC network are picking games up or not. I know they do for softball. But there's only so many games that make the physical ESPN channels, especially when you have other things on TV right now. That's what ESPN Plus is for. I mean, there used to be a time way back in the day when Nebraska hosted regionals where Nebraska Public Media was able to locally broadcast the games. But ESPN now owns the rights and it makes it impossible for anybody from the outside to come and air these games. But there was a time where Kevin Kugler was announcing these games on Nebraska Public Media when they would host regional games. And those were some of people's favorite moments to watch those games in that era when Nebraska was going to the College World Series.
Can't do that now.
Sean, Bill Busch, 93.7 The Ticket. The question for you, for the support of Steve Sipple, I've received a lot of text messages about the event, and you love Ruhlman's.
Support.
Will you be there for the event? There's a big event going on
when is this?
That on June 25th, and Steve is speaking with the stool at that, and people are texting me, will you be in attendance for that event?
Well, if I'm invited, and
you're
I can
invited.
make it. Yeah. What's going on at Ruhlman's, Sip?
It's June 25th. The stool has an event.
What's the stool?
That's us. We're the stool.
We're the stool, the three-legged stool.
Okay.
You've sat on three-legged stools at bars plenty of time in South Omaha. We're having an event June 25th, and then July 30th. There's an event. There'll be another one.
Am I allowed to order a steak?
What do you think?
Yes,
you're encouraged.
Phil,
the prime rib.
Phil Ruhlman.
It's Ruhlman's.
Yeah, it's Phil Ruhlman.
I'll buy you.
The event is sold out, so Steve's gonna have to pull some strings to get you in, but I think he can get that done. So
do they have whiskey?
Yes, they do.
Have whiskey.
They do.
A lot of it.
They have his own. Phil has his own, and he also has a ladder to get it down off of the. You've seen the ladder.
A rolling ladder.
And a nice piano also.
And a piano and
Coach
a ladder.
Busch, I was at Louisville yesterday, and they're still buzzing about you down there. I mean, they might even rename the main street after you.
I tell you one thing. Don't get me started on Copple Chevrolet. Talk about a place I want to vacation. That would be my dream. If I could just shadow those guys. If I could shadow
Copple?
Yes. If I could shadow those guys for a couple weeks just to teach me how to lead my life better. That's how good they are.
Are you and Sean both driving vehicles from Copple?
Yes, we are.
I've driven a car from there since 2013.
Jeez, Sean.
Yes. And they have an incredible restaurant. They have everything. Louisville has everything.
Simple. There's a good Mexican restaurant on Main.
Right on Main Street. I ate there, Sean. Had the taco salad.
We need to get over to Louisville.
Yes, had the taco
Gotta
salad.
make it happen.
Is that right?
Oh yeah, it's remarkable. I can't even. It's mesmerizing to me.
I haven't whipped into that town in my life. I don't.
Well,
think.
it's time to change that.
It's time to change.
Sean, always
Thank
good
you,
stuff.
Sean.
Thanks for the time. We'll chat with you again next week.
Good job, Sean.
Thanks, guys.
Good
job,
line. Sean Callahan.
Wow, there's a lot there. That Iowa discussion, I don't know what to make of that. Those TV times, you guys are very.
Well, what and you said the numbers were what, 4-point-something million last year
on
the evening.
I forget that it was
night game.
Yes,
the numbers were really high, weren't they?
Yes.
So I'd imagine
that was the Illinois game.
No, that was
Illinois.
yes. That's
okay. What was the Iowa game? I thought that was high. Also.
I think it was also. I don't know the numbers in that.
That will determine everything.
Yeah.
If they just look back in time and say, you know
Compare.
what, our numbers were incredible for Nebraska, Iowa, and that would end up being a very good game to the end. So I would imagine they'll be like, why would we not run this back?
Yeah,
just do it again because it was a great crowd. It was a great crowd, but a great number of viewers.
I don't want to start anything here, but I don't mind the 11 a.m. kickoff.
Oh.
Well, we know. We're aware that you're
now the only option right now. And is that correct? It's 11 or it's 9 or 6:30, right? Is that's
yeah? Because it can't be 2:00 with the NFL game,
right? Because the Eagles and Bears play.
So yeah, you
11 or night.
Yeah, so you definitely want the night one. If you're on, if it's the day after Thanksgiving, you're trying to get up and get going.
It's not easy.
It's not easy to get to.
No.
Let's just say you're just.
I've been there.
Just be in Kearney. We want to be there for an 11 o'clock kick. Right. It's like, hey, they ever get to bed? Hey, it's Thanksgiving night. Hey, 8:30. Everybody shut it down. Gotta get up at 4 a.m. to get to this game. Yeah, stop.
No, you got a point.
When we come back, Doug Gans of Linked Literacy with us next in the studio on Early Break on the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Presented by NIPCO on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden baked crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Play ball! Pitch the perfect idea for a family outing or date night with tickets to the next Salt Dogs game. Nothing says summer fun like an action-packed evening at Haymarket Park. Come root for the home team with a hot dog and a cold drink. Plus, visit saltdogs.com to learn about special events and promotions, including group discounts. Don't miss out on the thrill and excitement of a Salt Dogs win. Visit saltdogs.com to reserve your tickets today.
Jumpstart your summer to the max. Walk into any Max Tan in Lincoln and get a $5 standing tan session or a $5 red light wellness booth session. Your summer tan starts today with $5 sessions at Max Tan with 3 Lincoln locations.
Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in temperature-controlled high-end wine room. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for spirits and cigars. That's Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln. The end of the school year is drawing near, which means graduation parties are coming soon. Are you prepared for hosting? Führer's Cheese Spread is the dip that brings everyone together to celebrate graduations and the close to a great school year. And it goes well with crackers, meats, soups, and more. How could you consider throwing a party without it? Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Führer's Cheese Spread. No graduation party is complete without it. Saturday. Eagle Raceway is open for a full season of dirt track racing action every Saturday night. Don't miss the epic battles on the high banks of Eagle Raceway each Saturday between the Nebraska Septic Sprint Cars, Nebraska Lottery Modifieds, Avid Realty Sport Mods, Valentino's Hobby Stocks, and A1 Iron Stock Cars. Let's go racing. Eagle Raceway, just 10 miles east of Lincoln on O Street. Check out the full schedule at eagleraceway.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Mike, the insurance company wants us to replace the roof.
Wait, what? I thought everything was fine.
Yeah, it says right here our roof is too old and they won't be able to cover us anymore.
I guess it is 15 years old. Hi, I'm Austin with Roofing Service Company. We help homeowners with their roofing and siding projects. Financing options are available, and we can get you under a new roof no time at all. If this sounds like you, visit roofingservicecompany.com. That is roofingservicecompany.com.
Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next opportunity? Nebco is hiring. They're looking for experienced mechanics to join our family-owned team. They offer competitive wages, great benefits, service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Apply today at nebco.com. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for the Nebco shop. Learn more at nebco.com. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at nebco.com.
93.7 The Ticket is your home for every Kansas City Royals baseball game. Bobby Witt Jr., Salvador Perez, Vinny Pasquantino, and the rest of the Royals attempt to make the postseason for the second season in a row. And you can hear all the action on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Your home for Kansas City Royals baseball.
We're on the air. Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
To more of Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
You have heard promos all month long for Give to Lincoln Day, which is tomorrow. We will be live at Matt Talbot Kitchen and Outreach from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. You can go to givetolincolnday.com to donate to any of the wonderful organizations in Lincoln. And to my left, to Sip and Bill's right, is Doug Gans, who is joining. Last time we talked to Doug Gans, he brought us Reuben sandwiches.
Reuben sandwiches,
yes, sir.
Wrapped in foil.
Yeah,
they were incredible.
And
really
it was.
good.
I don't like Reubens much. That was
ample amount of food.
Yeah,
I like the word.
Well,
ample.
it's an old story about
what
Riney.
is that?
Yeah, who was the chef at the Cornhusker, who we think developed the Reuben.
We think we did.
And you guys were talking about the Reuben.
He brought a newspaper article.
He did.
Right,
yeah,
right.
Talked about
His
Reuben.
daughters still live here in Lincoln. Yeah,
maybe the Reuben was
originated here.
Yeah,
in Lincoln.
That's the thought.
He brought us a Reuben, and I put it in my bag. Remember, I had my travel bag that I carry everything in, and that's what I had throughout the day. That's what I ate throughout. I did. All of a sudden, I would just be. I'd go do something like that, come back out, and I'd eat like 4 or 5 bites of a Reuben and wrap it back up. By the time the day was over, finish it off. It was incredible. That's one of the best days of my life.
Fantastic.
It was
because of you.
Well,
Doug.
I'm thrilled we could help.
Well, Doug is
and we
with
appreciate all you guys' help.
Doug is with Pinnacle Bank. He's with Link to Literacy. Doug, you are here to promote Give to Lincoln Day, which is again tomorrow. And we've been to Cedars in past years. We're at Matt Talbot this year. You're helping with Link to Literacy also. But what does this day mean to you and the city of Lincoln?
Huge day. I think first we should probably recognize what the Lincoln Community Foundation does.
Absolutely.
Give to Lincoln Day started out probably, I don't know, what do you think, 8-10 years ago?
That's about 10 years ago, I think.
And they had a few nonprofits and we could donate. And then a number of organizations stepped up and they would match fund a little bit of what you gave. Well, this thing has grown to last year. I think they raised $8.5 million for local nonprofits in Lincoln. There is a little bit of a match. So it's become kind of a really exciting time for nonprofits to get out and let people know what they're doing. There are a lot of nonprofits in Lincoln that really appreciate our support. I'll put it that way. One of them, Link to Literacy, that I'm involved with, I'm on the board of. You guys and DP and his wife have been hugely supportive of promoting childhood literacy, which is what we do with local organizations. We team up with teammates.
Yes.
Des Moines Adams.
Yes. Absolutely.
I understand why Coach Osborne has faith in Des Moines Adams.
Why is that?
Des Moines he is a team builder. He has got a group of individuals, and some of it goes back to these people are passionate about what they do. They use the Clifton Strength Builders.
Okay.
They have trained coaches at teammates. You were talking about Phil Ruhlman earlier.
Absolutely. We love Phil.
Did you know that Phil was the chief information officer at Gallup for 30
He
years?
invented Gallup.
We think he invented
Yeah.
He and Jim Clifton.
Yes. Invented,
Well, so
yes.
Jim Clifton was my ninth
They
grade
collaborated.
basketball coach.
Wait.
Whoa, hang on a
How
second.
about this?
The Jim Clifton.
Did not know that.
Yeah.
Did not know he had hoops background.
Oh, yeah.
Hooper.
Yeah.
So wait a
So-
second. What was
so-
Phil's deal? What was his job?
Phil was the chief information officer.
Okay.
Yeah. At Gallup for 30 years.
For Gallup.
Yeah. So back to Des Moines Adams.
Okay, thank you.
Here we go. Reel it in.
We struggle sometimes.
They've got some really great people on their staff, and they do phenomenal work. So what we've done is join forces with them last year. So Link to Literacy is only a couple of years old. A group of young ladies started this organization, Kathleen Aussie. And then she's got now a board of young people who are spectacular. And then they have DP and me caddying for them. We try to help out. And DP, of course, is spectacular.
Absolutely.
And I try
So
to caddy
involved
for
in the
DP.
community.
Oh, unbelievable. And on the week of Give to Lincoln Day, what DP what you guys do to help promote a number of organizations in Lincoln is absolutely spectacular. So we do work with we get involved in the Dolly Parton Imagination Library.
That's right.
We've been raising money to be able to buy the books to support Dolly Parton Imagination Library. Dolly Parton's parents were illiterate, and so one of her main objectives in life is to promote childhood literacy. So when couples have young children in the hospital,
Right there.
right
That's me.
there, they're told you can sign up for this program through the Dolly Parton Imagination Library. Our organization goes out and raises the money that we might gather through Give to Lincoln Day to buy the books. And then the Dolly Parton Imagination Library connects couples and their babies, having kiddos, with this concept of we're going to send you a book a month.
Really?
And we have done this, by the way.
Until from the time they're born till the time they go to kindergarten. So
Really?
they will end up with a library of 60 books
60.
by the time they go to kindergarten.
Wow, that's quite a
We-
program.
we
Isn't
have-
that cool?
It's elaborate.
Very cool.
We
Yeah.
participate. We get it's fun to see letters in the mail, a book in the mail with her name on it, with Scotland's name on it. Not
Yeah.
to me or Elizabeth, to
Scotland.
baby Scotland.
Yeah.
She
Once
has
a
her own
month, you're
mail.
getting one of those.
Right.
Absolutely.
So the idea is just to promote childhood literacy. So teammates, Dolly Parton Imagination Library. There are a lot of organizations here in Lincoln that we team up with. Cedars, we make books available to some of the kids in the foster care world and out at their emergency center. So that's kind of what we do.
A
And
question about the community foundation. You mentioned it's about 8 to 10 years old. Like, what inspired this to come to actually be a thing? Give to Lincoln Day.
I can't accurately give you the background on it.
Okay.
Barb Bartle, an amazing individual who was the president of the Community Foundation. I believe this might have been the brainchild of Barb Bartle. I may be wrong, and some of your breakers could probably
They could probably point us out.
call in, clue us in as to how it started. But I think that was she may have come up with this concept of getting nonprofits to promote their cause and then letting the community know how they could help the nonprofits.
So if somebody wants to donate, again, they go to givetolincolnday.com. Was it givetolincoln.com?
I think
Give
so.
it a
Or
shot.
dot. Do you take a
And
peek at that?
Confirm that.
We are And you can go through linktoliteracy.org. So it's LINKED, the number 2, the word literacy.org. And on our website, number 1, you can find out a lot about Link to Literacy and who all we work with. There's also then a Give Now for Give to Lincoln Day, which is
tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
But you can give right now. The website is givetolincoln.com. Check that out. Bill has a question over there.
I got a question.
Yes, sir.
Where will you be tomorrow? Boots on the ground. This is your day. Are you on the move? Are you around? Tell me about your day tomorrow. You're up at what time? Tell us what's going on.
I'm going full blast all day long tomorrow at work.
At work.
At work.
Okay.
Really?
All right.
And I'm talking to a lot of people, but we've got a big day tomorrow. I'll be talking to a lot of folks about a lot of nonprofits I'm involved with, including Link to Literacy.
Okay.
But I will be at
So
the office.
So you're gonna have a home base, though. So
home base out at the bank.
Out of the bank.
Yeah.
Okay, but that's where you get your most production done.
Absolutely.
If you're just traveling around, you get not as much done.
Exactly. So I'll be at the office tomorrow. Yeah. Fielding calls.
So what this is
making Rubens.
Making Rubens. The most difficult job, one of the most difficult jobs in the world is an air traffic controller, and that's who you are tomorrow.
Right.
You are in station, you're in the bank, and you are constantly working the lines.
Yep. Talking to people about what's going on.
That's beautiful.
And Doug can handle it.
That is beautiful.
That's where you excel at, Doug. Is that kind of stuff?
Hey, we love you guys. You guys
God
are
bless
the
you.
greatest.
Yes.
Thank you for what you're
The
doing.
city of Lincoln is really proud of what you guys do, by the way.
We're excited about tomorrow. It's a big day for us.
It is.
We're
You're going
pumped
over to
about
Matt
that.
Talbot?
We'll be,
Yes,
we'll be live from 6A to 6P at Matt Talbot Kitchen Outreach, just north of 27th and Holdridge. So, again, we encourage you to go to givetolincoln.com, type in Matt Talbot.
Can I plug one more time? Link to
absolutely.
Literacy, LINKED, the number 2, the word literacy.org. And the website will have a lot of, and if you have questions about Link to Literacy and the programs we're involved with, the website can help answer some of those. You can also then go into the Lincoln Community Foundation, Give to Lincoln Day through our website also.
What do you have here, Doug?
So I thought it might be kind of fun. Your breakers are, I know they're a caring bunch.
They are.
Yes.
And I think you do have some golf fans.
Oh, I know
We
that
do.
for sure.
You do, right?
We do.
So Jake is going up north. Elizabeth is from Crofton, Nebraska.
Yes, she is.
And I believe you're from northern Nebraska.
I am. I'm from northeast Pender. And that, yes.
God's
I'm from-
country.
It's the vacation part of the state.
Right,
is what it
exactly.
is. Yes.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, new development, Landman.
Yes,
right,
absolutely.
Up there.
That's-
Great.
That's
golf
Homer,
course.
correct?
Homer.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
Homer. That's just north of Pender.
Yes.
About 20 miles.
Well, so we've got quite a few banks throughout the state and quite a few up in northern Nebraska. And we are a corporate member at the Tatanka Golf Club
Tatanka.
near Niobrara.
Niobrara. I got a speeding ticket there 2 weeks ago about literally from the probably a quarter of a mile from the entrance to Tatanka.
Wow.
Yes.
You're a fugitive.
Yes.
It is a
Right at
beautiful
the
golf
entrance.
course.
Yes,
it is a great part of the state. Gorgeous golf course. We're a corporate member, and we occasionally try to help out some nonprofits in town. And what we've put together
Oh, we got a
going on?
certificate
is
here.
a certificate.
Okay.
A certificate
Oh my God.
for 4 people to go up to Tatanka. They play 2 days of golf.
2 days.
So golf and carts, much golf as you want to play, carts, and we throw in 2 hotel rooms there at the casino on
Casino's
property.
incredible.
Well,
Yes,
It
right
really
there.
is. It's a
It's right
great
there.
facility, and the
Yes.
hotel room spectacular.
Wow.
So we've got 2 rooms plus 2 days of golf, and we make these available for some nonprofits, and it's proven to be a great fundraising tool
Yes.
at auctions, etc. I thought if you had a breaker who, for what do you think?
You put the number out there, Doug.
$500.
$500.
This is a $1,500
Oh,
price tag. Easy.
it's not 1,500. It'd be more than that.
Well, it's
Come
at
on.
least that.
Come on now.
But I'm
least
saying,
that.
if
It's
you
at
got a
least
breaker out there
It'd be 2,500.
who wants this, there you go, Coach.
Yes.
Way to go.
It's
If-
2,500.
If there's a breaker who's interested for $500, all you have to do is contact Jake and get the compensation of $500 to Link to Literacy.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay.
We'll
Link
put it
to
on
Literacy.
givetolincoln.com. Yep.
There we go. And then we'll
Okay.
make certain that gets in their hands. I've got my information on the certificate. They work through me to book the deal. So
It does say
Also,
contact Doug to schedule
Doug.
your golf outing. So
Shin
He'll take
Daddy's
care
a
of it.
member there. Am I able to tie him into this? Am I able to tie
Hey,
an appearance
some of
of
his people?
of
Yeah.
Shin Daddy right there from
Yeah.
Midwest Bank in
Yeah.
Creighton?
Well,
Yes.
well,
Yes.
Doug, Doug, we appreciate you. Give to Lincoln
$500. This should be done already, guys. This should be a text
You
text
want
coming
part
in.
of this 464-5685 text, or again, give to Lincoln.com. We will get this to a winner.
Thanks for all your help.
Doug.
Thank you, Doug.
Appreciate everything you guys do.
Incredible job. Thank
Spill
you.
over
Coach,
next
thank you, man.
On early break in the ticket.
Thanks, Jake.
You bet.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Presented by Nebco on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Ever stare at the Hog Wild menu and feel like you just can't make up your mind because it all looks so good? Well, when I want a little bit of everything, I get a little bit of everything on Hog Wild's Smokestack Sandwich. On a butter-toasted bun, we pile on our hickory smoked beef brisket and juicy hot links. The hard part is choosing between fresh curly fries, classic baked beans, or coleslaw on the side. Order online at gohogwild.com. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
Jumpstart your summer to the max. Walk into any Max Tan in Lincoln and get a $5 standing tan session or a $5 red light wellness booth session. Your summer tan starts today with $5 sessions at Max Tan with 3 Lincoln locations. Make sure you tune in every Saturday from 11 to 12 for all things youth football with Tank Perry and Jim Sandman. Learn how the game of youth football has grown in and around the capital city with coaches, athletic directors, and league commissioners telling you all about it. It's all things youth football with Tank Perry and Jim Sandman every Saturday from 11 to noon right here on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Saturday. Eagle Raceway is open for a full season of dirt track racing action every Saturday night. Don't miss the epic battles on the high banks of Eagle Raceway each Saturday between the Nebraska Septic Sprint Cars, Nebraska Lottery Modifieds, Avid Realty Sport Mods, Valentino's Hobby Stocks, and A1 Iron Stock Cars. Let's go racing. Eagle Raceway, just 10 miles east of Lincoln on O Street. Check out the full schedule at eagleraceway.com.
Grandma and Grandpa, Mom and Dad, then the kids, and now the grandkids. Judson Irrigation has provided lawn sprinkler system design, installation, repair, and service to 4 generations. They're just like members of the family. Loyalty, trust, service. It's what you deserve and expect from Judson Irrigation.
Keep summer green. Call Judson Irrigation 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
Bagels and Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in May. Try a pesto BLT or a pizza bagel for lunch. Also, enjoy a new energy fusion drink in a variety of flavors and get a caramel latte with 10% of all sales going to the Hope Venture. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward, Bagels and Joe.
Hello, I'm Joe Cordell, founder of Cordell & Cordell. Divorce is complicated, especially when your small business or professional practice is involved. At Cordell & Cordell, we understand that these assets raise unique valuation and allocation issues. For 35 years, we've helped doctors, lawyers, and small business owners navigate divorce with confidence. Call us at Cordell & Cordell. Let me tell you, I understand on a personal level, your business is much more than a job. It's your legacy.
1221 N Street, Lincoln. CordellCordell.com.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions, with pay starting at $23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offers great pay, health, dental, and vision insurance, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
Start your Sundays off right with Jeff and Nicole Essink on Fitness Fanatics. Jeff and Nicole discuss health and wellness, how to achieve fitness goals, and more through the life of gym owners and gym goers. It's Fitness Fanatics from 9 to 11 a.m. on Sundays on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, patchy fog this morning, then a slight chance of showers this afternoon. Otherwise, cloudy skies with a high near 69. Tonight, a chance of showers with a low near 51. Tomorrow, a chance of showers in the afternoon. Otherwise, partly sunny with light winds and a high near 72. I'm meteorologist Kyle Flecker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
93.7 The Ticket is your home for every Kansas City Royals baseball game. Bobby Witt Jr., Salvador Perez, Vinny Pasquantino, and the rest of the Royals attempt to make the postseason for the second season in a row. And you can hear all the action on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Your home for Kansas City Royals baseball.
John Henry's has a brand new membership club to protect your entire home in one program. With a VIP and a deluxe option, we will help you find the plan that best fits your needs. Receive discounts on services and equipment, priority service, complimentary inspections, and so much more. Protect your home's plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical systems all in one membership. Call John Henry's to learn more.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
And electrical.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with the child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It is time for the spillover, sponsored by Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love. Thanks again to Doug Gans from Linked Literacy coming in. We do have 4 winners of the Tatanka.
That was a lot.
That was a lot. Duke, David, Andy, and Trevor are the ones who will have one of the 4 different packages to Tatanka Golf Club. So with their donation for Linked Literacy and Give to Lincoln Day, they will get that prize.
How about the fact that one certificate turned into 4? Doug. That's incredible.
Doug's a generous man.
Yes. I'm telling you what, that is incredible value. Really is incredible value.
You get to stay at the hotel.
Yeah.
It's
Have you guys been up there?
stay and play.
Yeah, I got a speeding ticket right next to it a week ago.
I have played Tatanka, I think, 3 times, and it is always worth the trip.
Yes.
Really nice.
And
It's
Shin Daddy
difficult.
is a member there. True story.
Wow.
True story.
I got to get up there.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
It's well, like I said,
you've been to Crofton
if
before. You used to fight there,
you
you
head
said.
east,
Fox.
if you head east out of Niobrara, it's about, I'm going to say 8 miles, 7 miles, maybe.
Okay.
Crofton, probably what, 20?
About that.
About 20.
15,
Very
20.
simple drive.
It's
Very
not hard.
simple drive. Yeah.
Okay, up that
Yeah.
area. Interesting.
So,
Tatanka.
so thanks to Doug. for
Very
donating.
hilly, but
Is it?
beautiful.
Oh, it's extremely
Probably
hilly.
one of the more beautiful courses you'll ever see.
If I can nerd out for a second on a golf
Do
course,
it.
that
Please.
if you play from the very tips, the back tees, I don't know if there's a tougher stretch in Nebraska than holes 12 through 14 at Tatanka. 12 through 14,
14.
because you have a par 3 that's 256 yards uphill over a ravine. You got to hit like a 3-wood to even get over the ravine from the tips. Usually it's into the wind. Next hole's like 620-yard par 5. The next hole is a 490-yard par 4 with a 265 carry to be fine. It's ridiculous, and it's always windy. So good luck.
620.
It's
That
those
would take us
12 through
14
14 at
strokes.
Tatanka is ridiculous. Great golf course.
The golf thing stirred a lot of emotions up too, Jake. A lot of questions about Jim Egger and our tournament on where that's
Did
going.
stir up some emotions.
Yes,
I'm
it
looking.
did.
We're looking at possibly July for
Okay,
that.
just a lot of emotions. Yeah,
Very emotional right now.
If it were to happen, it'll be in July.
But people are pretty shaken up. Well, there's
I'm tearing up.
There's
a
some
little bit.
people out there that aren't that they're not able to get to Tatanka. They
Yes.
just want to get to somewhere in the middle of Lincoln.
That's true. Well, we'll make
Yes.
that hopefully in July at some
Okay.
point when things are a little bit easier. We'll slow down a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reminder though, tomorrow we will be at
Will Blur
Matt-
Party be at Jim Egger?
They might. I could talk to
That
Stacey
means
there.
Katrina will be there.
That would be incredible.
Nobody likes blur parties more than
I'm telling you right now.
I think
I'm
like
telling
the
you right
Busch
now.
there.
I want to golf with Petrinka. That would be 9 holes of hysteria. Petrinka, if you're listening, please text in our foursome. Yes, because that would be.
It would be funny.
But Blur Party, let's get Blur Party set up.
If we get Blur and Patrinka there,
Yeah.
good night.
Party
Good
on.
night.
We're never leaving. The party never ends at that point.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Again, reminder tomorrow we're on location at Matt Talbot Kitchen and Outreach from 6A to 6P. We're not on for 6A to 6P, but the show.
This
the
is
station
different.
all day. We're at a different spot this year. We still want you to donate. Give to Lincoln.com. Matt Talbot, you can type that in and donate there. Of course, a wonderful mission. Matt Talbot, if you don't know, is a mission to relieve hunger, overcome homelessness, address addiction, and provide outreach and advocacy in Lincoln. So wonderful cause, wonderful people.
And we're doing 3 hours.
The
last 2 years, we've just done 2 hours.
That's right. That's right.
Now we're doing 3 hours.
We'll be ready to go.
We'll be ready to go. There'll be a lot of. They'll be very spirited tomorrow.
On site.
On site. We're not on site that often, but we are on site tomorrow.
Okay.
Tomorrow morning.
All right.
So
good to know.
Also reminded tonight, get the Western Conference Finals could wrap up this evening. Thunder, Wolves 3-1 back in OKC tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Expecting the series to end, right?
Are you?
You think Minnesota wins on the road in OKC?
I think you're probably right. SGA probably will have another big night. He had 40 the other night. Yeah, I don't know. I expect Oklahoma City to win. They were the best team in the NBA.
You saw them play this year.
I did. They're the best team in the NBA during the regular season. So they're not surprising what they're doing. Kind of expected it. The road maybe isn't exactly like I envisioned, but they're in there. Their average age is 25. So they might be around for a while. They might. Sam Presti is the GM, very astute.
They had about like 40 first-round draft picks for a span.
Mm-hmm.
They did it well, the rebuild.
They did. I mean, their average age is 25,
That's
like
crazy.
0.34. So, yeah, they're going to be around for a while. Get used to it. OKC. Probably go back down there. Although I think
it's a nice drive.
Yeah.
6 hours, right? Is that it? Just 6, right? It's not bad.
No, it's
six
a good
and a half,
drive.
maybe.
It's a nice drive.
That's your best drive. That or Minneapolis, right? Be the closest drive.
Yes.
Denver's
But I always
a
tell
solid
the kids,
day.
I want to head south. I'm pressing from Memphis, and they were pushing back because of the violence.
Memphis is like a 13
and then no
hour
hot
drive.
water.
I'd always say on the air that they didn't complain. Apparently, behind my back,
They
there's some
did.
complaining.
They were so great. No, they weren't.
They never complained
Don't
once.
say a word.
That's it for us. The drive is next. We'll see you tomorrow at Mount Talbot.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Presented by